Good evening, Charger football fans, and welcome to Bridge Creek, just south of Tuttle here off Highway 4. Along with Rick Hansing, we're here to bring you the action of Heritage Hall at Bridge Creek tonight. The Chargers come in, as is normal, Rick, ranked number 1 and undefeated.
Yes.
Had a test last week at Perkins, but all is well for the Chargers, getting a few guys back from the injured list this week, Rick.
Well, I guess we'll see it later in the keys to the game, but had some turnover problems last week at Perkins.
We did. I was up there, and I believe we had 4 turnovers, and as any coach will tell you, that makes everything very difficult to do. And you got to give Perkins a lot of credit. They were well coached, lined up correctly.
Yep.
Were not intimidated, played really well, and as we know, if you've checked it out, we had a pick 6 by Philip Smitherman with 11 seconds left in the game, or else we're going to overtime.
Well, and we were picked to win that big, if I'm
pretty
not
big,
mistaken.
and because Perkins came in undefeated, but had played some of the lesser folks, and their non-district schedule was not much. But again, I think they'll give. John Marshall and Kingfisher a good game, and could virtually finish second in this league if things go by the. So maybe not by the chalk. Everybody kicked Kingfisher and then John Marshall, then Perkins. But they're going to have something to say about it, and we won't see them for a while. They would have to all the way be down in week 14.
Well, we played them, 3 or 4 years ago in the first round or second round over there at their place? Or did we play them
during the regular
season?
year?
Regular season?
At their place, way back in 15 with Tevin and those guys. And just blew them out.
Yeah.
But
it's a nice stadium.
It's very nice.
Brand
They've done
new school and everything.
Well, and speaking of nice places, it doesn't seem it's nice here, but I'll tell you, Bridge Creek has done a wonderful job in the last 15 years. 15 years ago, you wouldn't have recognized this place from what they've turned it into.
Right. Yeah.
It's nice, very nice. They had some tornado action a few years ago. But they have a beautiful new school. Got a great new gymnasium. Football field looks great. Obviously,
it does. It's in good shape.
Some TLC. Got the pink going with Breast Cancer Awareness Month is October.
Yeah.
And we got a great night to play. So we're excited. It's always fun to coaching all these years. People always ask me, "Are you missing it? Are you missing it?" What I really like this. I like coming to the games, and I'll always love high school football.
Me too.
It's the purest version of our sport.
Yeah.
But I'm enjoying watching and talking with Brett and the guys. But I had my fill, and the greatest thing is I get to see all our guys every day, and my job is dean of students, and so it's been a great fit, and I'm still love football and enjoy watching the guys, especially our brand, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Most exciting team in the state usually.
It's unbelievable. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with some keys to the game here from Bridge Creek, Oklahoma.
When you walk into Fuzzy's Taco Shop, you'll know you're in the right place. With the best Baja-style menu in town, we'll have the whole family addicted. Order up. Nachos, tacos, burritos, it doesn't matter. It's like an explosion of flavor in your mouth. We know you've had a long day, and you deserve a break. So, bring the crew to one of the Fuzzy's Taco Shop locations in Norman, Oklahoma City, or Stillwater. Welcome to your new addiction. Eat me.
You're going to find a whole lot to love right now during truck trading time at Joe Cooper Ford. You can trade your keys for the keys to a new truck. Then Joe will beat any other dealer's best deal by $500 guaranteed. Get more for your trade-in, lower your monthly payment, and make no payment for 90 days. Plus, we believe in service after the sale. When you bring your new Joe Cooper Ford in for service, you'll get a courtesy loaner car and a car wash. Who loves you, Oklahoma?
Come see us at Joe Cooper Ford.
Hi, Charger fans, and welcome back to Bridge Creek. I was in a little out of order from my boss, Luke Steelman, and we're going to talk first about our feature player of the game this week, and that is senior starting center Edwin Lorne. A lot of you Charger fans know that name. If you're not from football, you know the Lornes are heavily involved, his father and uncle, in our wrestling program, which has had great success the last several years. But back to Edwin. Edwin is his second year as a starter on the O-line, played mostly center, a little bit of guard. He's one of 2 guys that has responsibility of touching the ball every snap, he and the quarterback, of course. He continues to improve each week. He's faced his toughest test last week versus Perkins and did a great job. Perkins, like we mentioned in the opening, was physical and ready to play, and Edwin's done a great job. Shown his versatility, like I said, starting at both guard and center. and he's gotten more comfortable as a leader on our team. He's a senior, and I remember a few years ago we were always, hey, we've got to talk Edwin into coming out for football.
Yeah.
And we bugged him.
Yeah.
And I think he is very thankful that he is out for football. Edwin is a great example of what it is to be a Charger. He is a wonderful musician, pianist, and also a wonderful singer. Wants to pursue something in music as he goes to college. And had the pleasure of being one of my advisees. So I've gotten to know Edwin quite well the last 4 years, and positive, always having a great time, smile on his face, as you can see there every day. And Edwin's a lot of fun. So, and a huge part of our program that he's been, and when he was kind of on the fence about even playing. So I'm really glad Edwin is playing and enjoying success. One thing about it, it's easy to sell, Rick, a reason to come out for football at Heritage Hall. If you can play a little bit, you're going to be a part of a winner, right?
Yeah, you got a chance to win a ring.
And that's I don't think we take it for granted, but I know this, that from doing this a lot of different places, those are hard to come by.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I think some of our kids don't really understand just how hard it is.
And
they have multiple rings.
Oh, I know. You talk to a Philip Smitherman or Will Dunn, some of these guys, they got a whole, for both hands. They got rings for both hands.
Yeah.
So, we talk a lot about that. Don't take for granted. Enjoy every second of this for as you play for the Chargers, because what's happening here at, I don't know what, Rick, the last 5 years, 62-2 or something crazy.
It's not the real world. I mean,
no, it's not.
It's not what everyone else. It's not what everyone else goes through. You're going to have some adversity later on, for sure.
Yeah, it's like playing for Alabama or something.
Right.
You lose once a decade.
Right. So you get used to it.
Well, like I said, that was our featured play of the game, Edwin Lauren. Got a great night to play. Got the weather report featured from Coulter Gasky. We got 68 degrees, south winds. Going to cool on down. Winds are going to die down.
The sun's down. It's not in our eyes anymore.
Not in our eyes.
Not
we can actually
see it on the screen.
We can actually see the football field.
Yeah, that's great.
So it's going to be a good night, and we're going to take a quick break and come back with the game contributions and the rosters for both teams.
Thank you, Brady.
We all want a chance to grow, to use the present to impact the future. Every day, this field is a place to play for thousands of our students. And this place, this field, changes everything. This field is more because the future plays here.
All right, BC fans, let's get down there and get that spirit line built up. Tunnel down there in the end zone. Let's get down there for the spirit line.
Welcome back to Bridge Creek, Charger fans. We're going to go through the keys to the game. Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City keys to the game. Rick, if you want to take us through those.
Absolutely. Take care of the pigskin. I think we talked just a little bit about that earlier. Didn't do a really good job of that, Coach Chard, last week over at Perkins.
Right.
And the games that I've seen this year, we've had 2-3 turnovers minimum, it seems like. So, and also that leads me right into our next point: keep the laundry off the field. We've been we've been fairly penalized.
Yes.
The last few games, a lot
of schools have thought on some of that, but the bottom line is, if it's on the ground, it's a penalty.
Yeah. We've had lots of procedure calls and offsides and motion calls. So I know that drives coaches crazy. I know, Steve, when you were coaching, that had to drive you crazy too. So do need to clean that up. and establish physical dominance. It seems like we're pretty physical. Steve, what do you think? What do you think they mean by that?
Like as we mentioned at the outset, getting soon few of our guys back, namely Will Dunn, who kind of shuts down his side as he plays that defensive end or 5 technique in the odd stack that the Chargers run.
Right.
And Will's tipping him about 245, and he's a great player. We've all seen Will all 4 of his years here playing multiple sports, and he's going to play next year somewhere, and he's a really good high school football player, and he's hard to block.
Right.
And so that in itself, but I really think, and I'm partial to these guys a little bit but I think we have 3 of the most physical linebackers that you will see at the 3A level. Starting with Connor Keith at the left side, Hardy Bowers in the middle, and A.J. Searles on the right side.
They make a lot of plays.
They do. Hardy Bowers is an uncanny football player. He's about 5'10", about 178.
Yep.
And
but he's everywhere.
He makes every play, and he's really bright. We talk a lot in the Commons and stuff about what he reads on screens. For instance, John Marshall ran a few, and he was running them down before the back even made the turn.
Yeah, he wasn't fooled
and
at all.
that's as we all know, it takes as you say, it takes everybody to make yourself 62-2.
Yeah.
And the coaching. And speaking of guys on the DL, one guy that's not in uniform tonight and never is, but a very vital part of our program is Mark Adams.
Oh yeah.
Our defensive coordinator.
Right.
Had a little knee action on Monday, and so he's on the shelf. But I can promise you, Mark won't be gone long, and we'll be back. And I think Coach Andy Bogert will be in the booth helping out Colin along with Kyle Gillum tonight, and Ted also in the booth. So I'm sure they won't miss a beat, but Mark's the architect of a defense that in any program, and again, I'm partial to the defense, Rick.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But the defense at Heritage Hall the last several years has been unbelievable.
Yeah.
And one thing about it, no matter who's playing, who's hurt, we got 6 guys or 5 guys tonight on the DL, so to speak.
Right.
And the bottom line is, if you get to be on the field, you better play hard, because there's somebody else that might come get you.
Yeah. There's always somebody right behind you. Well, you bring up a good point about the linebackers, and those guys have to be probably the most. Wouldn't you say the most intelligent guys on the field?
Well, they got a lot to do. They got a
lot of reads, and they got a lot of responsibility. And
they do, and the odd stack that we run, it's a lot about fits.
Yeah.
And if one guy messes up his run fit,
right.
What happens is we call that getting creased, and you get doubled down by a tackle, and all of a sudden the back's in the secondary.
Right.
Philip Smitherman, lead us to. I don't think anybody doubts, our most influential player on both sides of the ball has been Philip this year. Yeah. We all know that Philip is I'd say he's a decent example of a student athlete as he's heading to Harvard to play football.
Yeah, that's a decent example. Yeah.
Philip is
Speaking of football IQ.
Gee, many Christmas. And Philip, some of those guys that are super intelligent like Philip, sometimes football is so it's so not beneath them, but it's so mundane compared to what they do in the classroom.
Right.
Sometimes they overthink it.
They're
when Philip was in 10th grade, 9th grade, sometimes you do that, but now he's just flowing and going, and he
reacts to what he sees.
And I say this talking to my Tulsa Union guys and buddies I still know. I want to see a better free safety in this state right now. He is playing some serious football, because if someone does get in our defensive backfield, Philip's getting you on the ground.
Oh yeah. He's a sure tackler, and he runs a lot of plays down from everywhere.
Yeah,
other side of the field, and even without an angle, he can get there.
Records, we're 3-0 lifetime versus the Bobcats. 50-0 winner last year, kind of cruised by. Yeah. Quite frankly, Bridge Creek's struggling a little bit, although they do have 2 wins on their schedule. They beat the Rockets 2 weeks ago, 37-6, and then week 1 they beat Little Axe 44-24. So they're not, and I will say this about Scott O'Hara, the head coach for Bridge Creek. He's a good man, good coach. He's an old Tuttle quarterback. He's been the head track coach at Southwest Christian over there in Bethany, and been around coaching everything for a long time. So Scott O'Hara, I guarantee you they'll be lined up soundly, and he'll do the best with what he's got. Right. So looks like we're about ready to get underway, Rick. Chargers will receive.
Looks like they've got some size on the Bridge Creek team, actually. I was looking through their roster a little while ago. They've got some.
Yeah.
They've got some guys that look like they can go.
Ryan Russian will kick off for the Bobcats. They're smart. They won't kick it at 24.
Yeah, you're right. You called that one.
Right to Jagger Abels, he did fair catch it. Okay.
I don't know if he remembered he took off running with it.
Sometimes those are subtle.
Yeah.
The 30-yard line.
Good field position to start for the Chargers. Into the wind. Bridge Creek won the toss and deferred. Took the wind. Here's the starting lineups. At quarterback, looks like Robert Embro will get the nod tonight. Jaden Williams will be the running back. Hardy will be at fullback. Smitherman, Joe Washington, and Jagger are the receivers. Line has been intact. Melvin, William, Edwin, Omari, and Gavin. Been a really good cohesive unit this year. Robert Embro at the controls, 1st and 10 for the Chargers. The first play is maybe a miscommunication there. It looked like Phillip was running a slant and Bob was throwing an out route. So, okay, 2nd and 10. Oh, no problem.
Yeah, we've a little misread there between the quarterback and Phillip there, it looked like. I think you're right. I think he was throwing an out or.
So trips into the boundary here with Joe up top by himself. Robert in the gun. Those what we call longhorn to Phillip.
Oh,
and
I didn't see him break out. We have
there he goes. Yeah, we're not the greatest vantage point, and Phillip is going to get by everybody, which he's prone to do for the Chargers' first touchdown.
Yeah, that little bubble screen.
Yeah, they just
out there with some blockers in front, and they ran the interference. I was looking at the interference, and he broke out.
Well, one of the things we do on that play is, they call that a lot when we're into the boundary, so the tackle doesn't have so far to go.
Right.
And he'll block number one over. He'll block the corner, and it's no fun having Melvin Swindle bearing down you when we're at 150.
No, yeah, especially when you run as well as Melvin does. Good snap, good hold. Yep. Had a little delay.
I don't
Looks
know.
like he made it though.
That is not Luke Butler.
Oh, we missed it. Number 4 is Baker Burns.
Yeah, Baker Burns with the PAT try there. I don't know if something's wrong with Luke. Now there's Luke 35 will kick off, it looks like, so it looks like he's okay. You never know. Maybe they had a bet.
We do have a bad vantage point, but looked like it might have been a low snap.
Yeah,
because it took the timing wasn't quite right there between.
No, that's a great shot. Sports fans of the sunset to the west, and good look at a nice field. Bridge Creek's got in great shape. The logo.
It's really good shape.
Well, and I was going to mention my man Luke Butler. He is perfect on PATs this year so far. Unbelievable.
That's tough to do.
As a 10th grader, never really done it.
Yeah, you don't see that in high school that much.
No, and so he's rolling. I'm sure they had another reason for letting Baker go ahead and try that first one. So 6-0 the score. Chargers not even 33 seconds in.
I bet that's his last one, Steve.
Well, you may be right. You may be right.
I bet you're right. I bet they had some kind of bet or some kind of.
He probably sat there. He might have made
several.
He might have made several in practice.
Yeah.
Right. And talked him into it. So I don't know.
That or made a comment and said that looks easy.
Well, that's not Luke's best unless we get a good bounce, and that does go out of bounds. So Bobcats will get it on the 35 here as they take their first possession. Dominique Baez will be at the controls for the Bobcats. Come in with a record of 2-4. We'll go over the defensive starters, usual suspects. Omari at the nose. Will Dunn back in there after a week off of injury with the left side. Looks like Jaden Williams on the right side. And like we mentioned earlier, Connor Keith, Hardy Bowers, A.J. Searles at the backers. Landon Lahadney playing really good at the star.
Yeah, he is. Isn't he?
Jackson Jobe will be at the bandit. Corners Joe. And that's taken on nicely there. Yeah, the camera, there it goes.
One of their major contributors there, Steve, supposed to be number 28, Randy Nix, a running back. It's half-yard loss there.
If this is right, Randy Nix is a 9th grader, and that's their top contributor. So,
really? 9th grader?
So it bodes well for the future, but if that's who you're leaning on in high school football, that's tough.
He's 6 foot 190. That's a good-sized freshman. He's a
good-looking kid,
He's
no
a
doubt.
good-looking athlete for sure.
So we got Davis Duncan finished out the start on Davis Duncan at a corner and Joe Washington at a corner. Landon at star, and then, of course, Phillips Rhythm and quarterback in that defense at free safety. In the gun.
It's like the same play to the other side.
Yeah, not much room. It's hard to run out of the gun on the Chargers.
It sure is.
I've always thought if there is a way to get after us, it's quick hitters with the fullback, possibly trapping the 5, which is kind of wide. But but to do that where it takes a minute and asking your kids from Bridge Creek to block Will Dunn and those guys for 2 or 3 seconds, it's a tough challenge.
Yeah, and if you're not you don't get some kind of passing game or anything like that, the play action really isn't there either.
But looks to me like 3rd and 9
Yeah.
for the Bobcats.
Yeah, I think he barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
Comes.
We had offsides, I think, against maybe Jaden.
Well, you mentioned that in the pregame, Rick. You know, hard count is not that uncommon on 3rd down. So
right.
Goes to about a 3rd and 4. Yeah, for the Bobcats.
Maybe Jaden a little bit in a hurry to rush the passer there. Maybe thought he might put it up on 3rd and long.
Widens the playbook a bit on 3rd and 4 as opposed to 3rd and 9.
Yeah, got a few more plays that'll work that 3rd and 4 than.
Out of the A-frame gun, we're going to motion the tailback. See what we got backside.
Oh, nice coverage right there.
Good job, Davis.
Yeah.
Slant is incomplete. Davis Duncan on the coverage. Nice job.
That was great job. Well covered and didn't reach around. Didn't get the pass interference. Gets a deflection.
So it brings up a punting situation for the Bobcats.
Gavin Freeman is back.
Ryan Russian, who's kicking and punting for the Bobcats, and sophomore Gavin Freeman has done a great job catching punts this year. I can tell you, those are hard to come by. As he on cue drops one for me. Talk about the jinx for him.
The announcer jinx right there. Right,
it certainly was.
Did they get it?
And he tried to catch that wind got it, and he tried to catch it up over his shoulder, made it a little tougher.
Yep.
And so the Bobcats are in great shape. Ball on the 21-yard line.
Well, another turnover like we were talking about, Steve.
Well, I feel bad for Gavin. He has had a great year doing that.
Yeah, that's the first time I've seen him misplay a punt.
And from all my years, those are really hard to find, guys that can catch punts. It really is.
That's right.
He'll be fine. Get back in there and get the next one.
Yeah,
let's go defense. Let's bow up here, and as Bobcats get out of the A-frame again.
I bet they're up to the
challenge.
No,
it looks more or less power-eyed. Going to hand it off in front of those two backs.
Nice
handing off to Devin Baez.
Another one of their players.
Got to be Dominique's brother, right?
Yeah.
Probably twins. They're both seniors.
They look alike.
5'11", both 180 and 175. I'm saying twins.
I'm going with you. It's hard to go against that one.
Yeah. 2nd and 8 on the 20-yard line for the Bobcats, who are in good position after the turnover by the Chargers.
Going with the win, so if we stop them, they might have if they've got a good kicking game.
They might. That's
possible
exactly
field
right.
goal.
Tied into the bottom of the screen, and then hand off again to Baez.
Hardy Bowers again, it looked like.
Baez with the carry. He's touched by Bowers.
Hardy shot the gap right there.
He's a good tackler.
He's a sure tackler for sure. Yeah.
He is. He gets you on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're right. I interviewed him after that Millwood game, and I was like, man.
Yeah,
he's not like you say, he's not that big, but
unassuming guy off the field, but that classic deal when you step between the lines, let's flip the switch.
Yeah, a little different mentality for sure.
So that's a procedure on the Bobcats. A little early movement, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Near side guy in the slot here looked like he moved early.
All start. Bobcats.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 16 after a great chance for the Bobcats to possibly get some points.
We'll make it 3rd down and 16.
Might take him out of, if they don't get much here, it might take him out of field goal range. Like I said, I don't know what kind of kicking game they've got.
Yeah, I'm betting they're not thinking field goal. I don't know.
You don't think that's going to?
I don't know.
You don't think that's going to be enough against the Chargers after we scored in
33 seconds?
33 seconds.
It's tough. It's a tough proposition. It's a beautiful look there, isn't it, with that sunset?
Oh, I tell you, yeah, it's going to be a nice night.
So we're rolling right here. We've got a
getting some backside
wheel route to the big brother, and nice cut off there by Joe. Wheeled Baez from the slot out of there. Pretty normal play, kind of a pick with the front side guy, and then in 10 Baez wheeled it out from the slot, and
pretty good wheel route.
Joe did a good job of recovering because he did step forward a few steps, and then
ball was just overthrown a tad.
But I'm sure nothing to lose here, but for the Bobcats, let's go ahead and go for it. I imagine.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So 4th and 16.
Really kind of in no man's land. Doesn't help you to punt. Too far to kick.
29-yard line for the Bobcats. I'll be going conservative cover 3 here, I imagine.
Post route. Oh,
and
wow.
Phillip, which that just cost us about 20 yards, but hey.
Hey, that's right.
All right.
We don't have to field another punt.
They will nicely say, hey, Phil.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm never telling 24 not to catch it. He may take it at 90 yards for a touchdown.
Yeah, that's right.
He's definitely earned
He
the
probably
right.
had some room over here if he would have kept his feet.
He's earned the right to catch it because I think he just won the game for us last week with 11 seconds left.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're
So,
going to bat that one down.
Chargers after the pick, going to take over on downs, however you want to say it. First down and 10 from their own 10.
New quarterback, Steve.
Yeah, Jackson Jobe is in now. More or less an empty formation there. And like a quarterback run, and
looks like
nice job by the Bobcats in the backfield for a loss of 5.
Yeah, we missed the block there. Looked like he was coming on the blitz anyway.
Nick Wiedemann came in and dropped Jackson Jobe for a loss. It looks about 3 now.
Yeah, that play really didn't. He didn't have much of a chance. That play never really got off to a start.
No, I don't see much of that with Jackson.
Nope.
Baker, Burns, and Gavin down here. Good to see Baker out there. Phillip in motion. Probably going to get the swing pass, and there it is.
Oh,
and
nice read right there.
Gavin's going to say, darn, I should have blocked that guy.
Yeah, should have blocked 2. Yeah, that's Tyler Hay.
Pretty good.
Wide receiver, D-back, 6'1", 160.
Solid.
He's also one of their guys to watch, Steve, so keep an eye on him.
Well, that was a nice play there.
Sure was.
So,
nice tackle. Phillips, he's tough to tackle.
He is.
You know?
3rd and 15 now. So not trips to the top of the screen from us, and Joe Washington again down here at the bottom. Jaden Williams in the backfield.
Same play to the other side.
Jailbreak deal to Phillip.
Here we go. Get outside here. Oh, he's up the hash mark. He's just going to outrun him.
Goodness gracious.
Wow.
He's a pretty good football player,
I'll say. Yeah. Wow. He makes
touchdown Chargers. Gotta love it on 3rd and 16 from the 4.
Yeah. Not a lot of those plays in your playbook, is there?
No.
Wow. He makes it look easy.
He does.
He's a good broken field runner.
Who's to say we're not seeing him on Sunday someday?
Yeah,
I mean, he is an excellent football player. He's 6'1". He's not small. He can run.
Yep.
Kind of got the whole package.
Yep, sure does.
And there's my man Lucas back in there for the PAT. So 12-0 the score.
Yeah, that was short-lived.
Pending the PAT from the everyday kicker Luke Butler.
There's a good snap and hold.
Good grief. Got another penalty.
Procedure on the Chargers.
Yep.
False start penalty against the Chargers.
Back us up a little bit. Make it a little bit more challenging.
Yeah. Well, Luke was set to kick. Luke was set to try the winner last night, and there was a really odd situation of a penalty of delay a game on the Chargers.
There's a nice kick.
As Luke drains it, you know what that looks like as a good kicker.
Absolutely.
And Luke has got it down from the PAT. That's 27 out of 27, I think, in Luke's young career as a Charger kicker.
That is saying a lot, especially, there's a lot that goes into that at this level. You got to have a good snap, got to have a good hold.
Well, 13-0 Chargers. We're going to take a quick break and be right back for the Chargers kicking off with a 13-0 lead.
Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City is introducing the Year of Luxury. featuring the brand new 2020 GLS 450 SUV, offered for the first time with second-row captain's chairs and an infotainment system that listens when you speak. Consider it luxury, fit for the entire family. Uncover where the year of luxury will take you and drive a new Mercedes-Benz from Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City.
Stop by our showroom and experience the intelligence and style of a Mercedes-Benz.
Welcome back, Charger fans, as the Chargers are out to a 13-0 lead on the Bridge Creek Bobcats here in Bridge Creek. Just missed the kickoff, but virtually no run back. So the Bobcats have it on their own 26, 1st and 10.
Referee's having a chat with Phillip out there. Like to know what they're talking about.
Tell him to slow down.
Can't keep up with it. Good looking play there, left side.
You have to excuse us a little bit, guys. You can see that better than we can.
We'll have to watch the monitor here.
Run to the left side by the Bobcats.
They give it to 28.
Pick up
Is
a
that
3.
Who it was? Randy Nix, was that who that was?
I think so. Yeah.
Couldn't quite tell. We need just a little bit bigger hill, Steve.
Yeah, we need a little higher.
A little higher up. Well, the wind is starting to settle down, though. It's pretty nice out. Get a good view of that sunset in the picture there on the monitor.
That's a great look tonight here at Bridge Creek.
Yeah.
Motion to Trips bunch. Trying to come back the other way, it looked like, and a lot of penetration by the Chargers there.
That play really never got started.
No.
Looked like it was going to be maybe an inside reverse or misdirection or something, it looked like.
Omari, Will, and Connor Keith.
Connor Keith
usual suspects there.
Yeah.
Tackle was made in the backfield by Omari Smith.
So that's a loss of 4. Be a 3rd and 11.
Nice play there by Omari.
Loss of a yard on
Omari
the play.
Smith.
Loss of 4 on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and 11.
That's what I was hoping. I thought I was right on that. Okay.
3rd and 11.
Yeah. Full house backfield again, run to the left. Tough going on 3rd and 11.
Tough sledding there.
That was Tyler Hay again, getting the carry,
right.
the corner. Probably most guys are playing both ways. Of course, same with us.
Yep. Cornerback, running back. Senior.
Looks like the Bobcats will be punting this one as the clock winds as we get towards 4 minutes here in the first quarter.
Gavin's back deep, going to give it another try here.
Now, if I know Gavin, he wants another one quick.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well, he's not going to get that one because the guy just shanked it.
Off the side of his foot
Get away from it, Nick.
Yeah, gets a Bridge Creek roll.
All right. It's a good field position for the Chargers.
Looks like it's 45,
One's
isn't
going
it?
to be down at the Charger 45.
Yes, sir. So 1st and 10 for the Chargers from their own 45.
See who comes back out. Jackson coming back out at quarterback, looks like.
Yes, there he is.
Steve, would you say, do we have a quarterback rotation, or
I think it's more like they
going
have
with
some
the field, going with who's hot, or
I think they have a package. They have some packages for Robert.
different plays. Okay, yeah, okay.
And I can tell you, last
That's
week
it was like that last year, wasn't it? Somewhat.
a little bit.
Yeah.
And Robert brings a lot. If you saw him against John Marshall, he played really well. So
he can throw the ball. He throws the ball a lot better this year than
he certainly does.
Last year, yeah.
It's a little throwback. Good coverage there by the Bobcats. Really, that's what we'd call a flag route, into the hash and then out back to the boundary to Phillip.
They had double coverage on him over there. You're right.
They did. They're not going to – one thing about it, we're not going to trick anybody with Phillip as far as hiding him.
Yeah.
If you're looking at any game film, you're saying number 1, let's stop 24.
Yeah, that's it. He's number 1 on your agenda.
Absolutely.
If you want to get something done, for sure.
But kind of had him bracketed there. The Bobcats did.
These days, man, they can watch a ton of film on these guys.
Yeah.
Looks like Gavin Freeman's back in the backfield too.
Fake, and then they were wanting to screen Jaden.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job by the Bobcats guarding Jaden, and then they're going to looks like throw that one away. We got linemen downfield
yeah.
for sure, 10 yards
Let's
down the
see,
field.
how many of them? Our whole line's downfield.
I saw Amari and Swindle.
Yeah.
We do have a flag on the play.
Well, it's hard to say definitively, but on that kind of deal, you would like the quarterback to feel that and just go ahead and run out of bounds with the possibility of what just happened happening. But it's not necessarily Jackson's fault. If that's a called pass, sometimes it gets delayed and you don't realize, hey, those guys have snuck downfield.
Well, and he's got the ability to stretch out the play too.
Oh, he certainly does.
Yeah,
great feedback
sidelines, yeah.
So trips to the bottom with Jagger, Phillip, and Gavin. Going to get one to Phillip again on Longhorn. And good grief. They got him
Finally gets back
on the ground.
Yeah,
Yes.
he got tackled from the backside right there.
First time he's been tackled.
Yeah,
Well, second time on that one.
Looked like he was just going to weave through traffic there and get to the other other boundary. He can really go boundary to boundary there.
So do pick up the first down there, does Phillip. 1st and 10 on the Bobcat 43 going in.
That was Devin Baez there on that tackle number 10.
As Rick mentioned, the wind has died down to almost to be not much of a factor anymore.
It's going to make it not as cold for us, Steve.
Watch Max Bates at left tight end here. See what happens here. Did we call timeout possibly?
Yeah.
Timeout called by Heritage Hall.
Yeah, timeout Chargers.
First timeout of the half, 3:24 to go in the first quarter. We're going to take a quick break as the Chargers talking about it, and we'll be right back to Bridge Creek.
We're changing healthcare and our name. Now we are SSM Health St. Anthony. But who we are on the inside is still the same. A community of saints in action who have always been a part of SSM Health, making healthcare more accessible when and where you need it. SSM Health St. Anthony. We are saints in action.
Come to the Charger Corner! Go Chargers!
Perfect time.
Welcome back to Bridge Creek, Jackson Jobe in the gun. Going to hand it off to Jaden Williams, who is going to be, great job, Jaden.
Bounce it outside right there. Still going.
It's really, we've got a flag flying in. It's really been fun to see Jaden become a really effective high school back. In 9th grade, I didn't know if that would happen, but I tell him all the time he's worked his tail off in the weight room and with his feet, and he's a really good football player.
Yeah, because they had him stacked up right there. He bounced it outside and then broke another tackle before they finally brought him down. I tell you what, I wouldn't want to try to tackle him.
No, he's got some tree trunks. And
yeah,
he's a big, strong kid.
200 pounds and can run.
I didn't see what the call was on the Chargers.
It was late. Threw it right into the pile, Steve. So I don't know if it was. Had to be something late in the play there. I'm not sure.
That'll make it virtually first and 10 again. Replay it, the spot foul. It was 10 yards.
Referee was giving us a number there. It looked like he was. So said 54. He was pointing to the bench. So I guess coaches were asking who that was on.
Go route underneath hit to Gavin Freeman.
Yeah.
Got another flag on the play. Gee,
that's late there. It's probably,
I would think that's on Bobcats.
Yeah. I couldn't tell. Was he out of bounds, Steve, or is he he's near the out of bounds line over there? Definitely hitting.
Looks like personal foul on Bridge Creek.
Yeah.
So they'll be half the distance. Well, no, I can't. Yeah, that'll be, I think, half the distance. I can't quite tell what yard line we are now on.
Just inside the 20.
That'll put the ball at the 11-yard
There we go. Yeah, so it was half the distance.
Yeah.
So doubles again, 2 receivers to both sides. Phillip in the backfield now with Jackson Jobe in the gun. Flushed out is Jackson. Going to throw it. Completes it to Gavin Freeman again. on the left side.
Joe Washington's, you can see it on there. He was wide open in the back of the end zone. He's like, oh, man. We got a touchdown right there if you see me.
Picked up 6. Good job there by Joe buying some time and finding Gavin. Gavin working back on the scramble drill, working back to Jackson.
He's got some good feet, and he can really extend the play.
He's going to be, and let's see where we go formation-wise. Same doubles again. Phillip and Jagger to the top.
Got Jaden Williams in the backfield. Let's see if they give it to him.
I don't think so because he's in front of him.
There we go.
Yep. And there's the out route to both guys. Looks like he's throwing to Jagger. Get it?
Pass is incomplete.
A little bit low. A little bit low. Pretty good coverage right there by the Bobcats.
Interesting. I wonder, since both guys ran out routes, I don't know if
one of them ran.
It might be one of them was supposed to curl the outside guy possibly, but I don't know. So second down. Is that second or third down from the? So it should be
third down.
Yeah, third down.
Third down and 4.
Yeah, their scoreboard's not even close. It's 3rd and 10.
That also could explain why the coverage looks so good. They brought 2 defensive backs into the coverage there.
Roll right again.
Same play.
As he reverses his field.
Oh, it looked like he stumbled. Oh, he put the ball down, I think, Steve.
Well, his knee or you can put the ball down, but I think his knee touched is what they're going to call.
You can put the ball down?
Yeah, you can put the ball down as use it, but you can't use it.
He didn't look like he got low enough for his knee, but I was worried about his ankle there. Looked like he might have twisted his ankle there, but he's not showing any signs of it.
Well, obviously a loss there, all the way back to the 18. So 4th down.
Looks like Hardy Bowers is coming into the ball game.
Bobcats not bad on defense. I mean, once you get Phillip loose, that's one thing. But
right, yeah. He makes a lot of guys look bad on defense for sure.
Chargers going to have to take another timeout because they had 12 and they got one. That would have been a penalty otherwise. We'll take a quick break as they decide what to do on 4th and long from Bridge Creek.
When you walk into Fuzzy's Taco Shop, you'll know you're in the right place. With the best Baja-style menu in town, we'll have the whole family addicted. Order up. Nachos, tacos, burritos, it doesn't matter. It's like an explosion of flavor in your mouth. We know you've had a long day, and you deserve a break. So, bring the crew to one of the Fuzzy's Taco Shop locations in Norman, Oklahoma City, or Stillwater. Welcome to your new addiction. Eat me.
You're going to find a whole lot to love right now during truck trading time at Joe Cooper Ford. You can trade your keys for the keys to a new truck. Then Joe will beat any other dealer's best deal by $500 guaranteed. Get more for your trade-in, lower your monthly payment, and make no payment for 90 days. Plus, we believe in service after the sale. When you bring your new Joe Cooper Ford in for service, you'll get a courtesy loaner car and a car wash. Who loves Oklahoma?
Come see us at Joe Cooper Ford.
Welcome back to Bridge Creek, where the Chargers have to dig deep in the playbook here. 4th and about 16 from the 19-yard line. Joe Washington to the top. Phillip down here at the bottom, and now in motion is Phillip Smitherman. Flea flicker.
He's open right there.
And he threw another flag, and that was broken up nicely and picked.
Oh, intercepted.
Also a flag on the play.
Little tip drill there in the end zone for the Bobcats. Let's see what the flag is. What'd you see there, Steve?
That they did a good job. Like they were in zone. I mean, smartly. You'd hate to be in man.
Penalty
4th and 18.
What are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking holding.
Okay.
No, another legal man downfield.
Okay. So
obviously,
take over.
Obviously they'll decline that and take over. So good stand by Bridge Creek right there.
Yeah.
Bridge Creek takes over.
Steve, is it 1 yard, 5 yards downfield? They're allowed to be downfield.
There's a 3 yard.
Okay,
in high school, there's a 3 yard deal.
Okay, all right.
I saw that called in an NFL game the other day, and he was about 2 steps.
Yeah, yeah. And so it's one.
They get 1 yard.
1 yard. Yeah, that's right. That's why I asked, because I saw that same. I was probably watching that same game.
Yeah.
I was like, that's tough. You got to have some discipline.
Inside handoff.
Looked like 28 again. Looked like
Randy
right. Nix.
Randy Nix. It's like Connor, Hardy, in on the tackle. Will Dunn.
Some tough sledding in there, Steve.
Yeah, it's going to be tough on them to try to run like that.
Yeah.
And one thing about it, talking to Mark at the beginning of the season, we knew we were going to be pretty handy running. We got everyone out there can run.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, and we've got size, and it's just, rare to have that combination.
Like
Landon, position to position.
Like Landon up on the line. Golly, they just absolutely rolled it.
Yeah.
Jeez, grabbing the back of his jersey.
No call.
That's okay. Good defense there again by the Chargers.
With the carry.
Well, it's going to be tough to run up the middle or laterally. We got, like you said, we got so much team speed.
Well, I think they've only attempted the one pass.
Right.
They lost there. 3rd and 11 coming up for Bridge Creek. Diet Coke. Diet Coke. Thanks, bro.
Middle screen there.
Well sniffed out again by the Chargers. Yeah. You know, I don't know what kind of arm this young man has, but I don't think that like A.J. Searles on the play there.
That was a good play right there. He stayed at home right there.
Good job, Chargers.
Nice tackle right there.
Well, there's your quarter. Score after 1 from Bridge Creek, Heritage Hall 13, the Bobcats 0 as we played 1. We'll be right back with more football action on Charger Vision.
When you walk into Fuzzy's Taco Shop, you'll know you're in the right place. With the best Baja-style menu in town, we'll have the whole family addicted. Order up. Nachos, tacos, burritos, it doesn't matter. It's like an explosion of flavor in your mouth. We know you've had a long day, and you deserve a break. So, bring the crew to one of the Fuzzy's Taco Shop locations in Norman, Oklahoma City, or Stillwater. Welcome to your new addiction. Eat me.
You're going to find a whole lot to love right now during truck trading time at Joe Cooper Ford. You can trade your keys for the keys to a new truck. Then Joe will beat any other dealer's best deal by $500 guaranteed. Get more for your trade-in, lower your monthly payment, and make no payment for 90 days. Plus, we believe in service after the sale. When you bring your new Joe Cooper Ford in for service, you'll get a courtesy loaner car and a car wash. Who loves you, Oklahoma?
Come see us at Joe Cooper Ford.
All right, back to action here. Looks like the Bobcats are going to punt it on 4th and long. Into the breeze.
Not a bad punt.
Fair catch signaled by Gavin, and he makes the grab.
Yeah, that was a tougher catch than the one that
that was knuckling around up there in the wind.
That was into the wind, knuckleball for sure. You're right.
So Chargers in great shape here in the Bobcat side of the field.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, good way to start the quarter here. It's like a good field position.
Looks like we got the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 Chargers as we just get the second quarter underway.
Well, Steve, good crowd rolling in here. Bridge Creek's home stadium stands over there are packed, and people around the fence, concession stands rocking, so got a lot of people out.
Under center now is Jackson, going to turn and toss it to Connor Keith. I love it.
Nice tackle.
Good run down there by Baez. Good player. That's Devin Baez. My goodness.
Oh,
it's the last.
They're not keeping the laundry
off
the field there.
Not sure what's happening here. This is the first carry of the year by Connor Keith. Let's see what they call here. These guys, I don't think, are mic'd up with each other. Sometimes they have intercom systems that make it a little more efficient for the officials to communicate. Looks like a Big 12 guy's talking it out, doesn't it?
Yeah, holding up with no replay. Let's see. They're going to wave this off or no?
Well, he's getting ready to
He's getting to talk to somebody else.
Whitehat's going to call it out here.
Yeah.
Personal foul.
Yeah, that's 3 of those on us
think
so far.
I'm assuming that was on Hardy because he was over in there in that melee on the sideline there.
I didn't see.
That'll be 15. I promise you, Coach Boger's not happy with that.
No, heck no. Can't be. Because that's discipline. Those are discipline penalties right there.
Well, it's hard to turn the other cheek, and this doesn't sound good, but we don't have a lot of leverage. I mean, we're not going to get any help, and that's just how it is. We know that at our school, and Coach Bogert tells them that all the time. you're going to be the one that gets caught, so let's try to turn the other cheek. And hey, and who knows what Hardy did or didn't do? I don't know.
Well, they always say if you don't start it, they always catch the guy the retaliatory. He's the guy that gets caught, usually.
For the past 4 years, you have seen the initials LB painted near the field.
Getting some front door service here from the Butler family.
I'll say, wow, that's better than the drive-through. That's for sure.
Good shot of our cheerleaders working hard as always. On the sidelines. Good group of girls always working hard. Big part of the game.
Sure. Yeah, they do a great job. They always have to brave the elements, hot or cold.
That's right. All right, Chargers, let's get it going here. We kind of been last possession, not our best, and had a personal foul there to start this possession. So we're all of a sudden looking at about 1st and 22. Not sure where that was. That was not quite marked from the line of scrimmage.
It is a well-deserved honor to a great man. If you knew less, stop by the
not going to go to action anytime soon because the officials are not in position. There we go.
His wife, Andy, their sons, and the Benson family would like to thank everyone for their love and support in making this memorial a reality.
Jackson Job in the gun. Again, we're just playing Sooner, throwing the right to Phillip, and he's going to pick up a lot of that yardage back. 10 to 12 yard pickup there.
Yeah, at least 12 of it. Well, the Bobcat D-backs are going to be seeing 24 in their sleep tonight.
Yeah, and with the exception of 2 90-yard plays, they've done okay. They're tackling. They're just when you have a guy like Phillip, obviously nobody on the scout team from Bridge Creek can simulate that.
Right. Yeah, it's tough.
Or anyone else they've seen on their schedule. So
we got some pretty good athletes back there, the D-backs, the Baez's and
conventional here. Conventional, I love it. We got a tight end and 2 backs and 2 receivers. Max Bates, we get a little hard. Hey, how you gonna love it?
There we go. Should be first down, huh? On 3rd and 4.
Very good. Absolutely right, Rick. Good sign there for the Chargers, able to sit tight and draw the offsides from the Bobcats.
You always like that discipline when you have a hard count and you're not the one that jumps.
It's an island when you do. You feel like you're on one.
Yeah, that's
Same
right.
formation. Turn and hand it to. We got another flag on the whistle. I mean on the.
Boy, he's running tough. Tried to cut back right there.
His helmet keeps falling off.
I know he lost it again. Now he's going to have to come out for a play.
I'm not sure what the back judge I thought through that, which is unusual to maybe was a delay of game. Surely not.
No, I thought we got the play off.
Well, it's against the Chargers. I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah.
Chop block.
Yeah. Yeah, got a guy engaged on top. You can't hit him low, right?
Well, that's hard to do on the snap.
Yeah. Yeah, because he threw it right off the bat, right?
It's a 15-yard penalty, however it is, and so we're back to long yardage.
Still first down.
But we have had some long yardages tonight.
Yep. It's Hardy back there with Jackson. Take a shot here to Joe right in the back. Looks like Phillip.
Up to Phillip. Oh, barely
just missed him.
Yeah, that wind got that one.
For the good players, you probably know this, Rick. It's harder to throw with the wind than against it.
Yeah.
If you don't have any arm strength, you can't throw against it anyway.
Right.
But for the good ones, it's harder to judge it with the wind.
Yeah, it's hard to choke it back. And he throws such a great spiral, gets the nose up. The wind just carried it like that. He gets a lot of air under it, too. He throws a pretty ball.
He does. He really does. Throws a great deep ball. And, that's what I do, too, on 2nd and long or whatever that was, 1st and forever.
Yep.
Throw it deep to Smitherman.
And then we can come underneath with some underneath stuff possibly.
It's been great to see Joe Washington get in the mix the last couple weeks. He had a touchdown at Perkins last week. And
touchdown the week before, too.
Certainly
right?
did. And Joe's a big, good target.
Sure is.
6'2", over 200 pounds, great-looking player.
Got some good hands.
Hand that one off to Jaden.
Look at this cutback move here.
Go, Jaden. All right.
Man, what a good run.
What was that? Goodness. Good pickup by Jaden Williams right there.
He likes that cutback, doesn't he, Steve?
He certainly does. And, sometimes, and, you have when you run the zone, it's purposely designed to cut it back because you get some overflow from the defenders, and then you can cut it back. And
get that lane there.
Sure.
He's got some good vision.
He does.
And patience. That takes patience, too. Set up your blockers like that.
You're exactly right.
For a young back to do that.
Back to the pro set there. Now Will Dunn at the tight end and Hardy at fullback, Jaden at tailback this time. And Joe and Phillip at wideout. Just a hitch route to Phillip.
Yeah.
That's a good example of the arm talent of Jackson Jobe.
Yeah, he zipped that.
He zipped it, and it's in it, and his release is great. I think a lot of us know that Jackson is an incredible baseball player, probably Division I talent, has some offers in that sport. So, glad he's playing football, and he's got a lot of talent. So that brings up a 4th and short for the Chargers. If you watch the Chargers, you know that field goal and punts are not really in the vocab for Coach Bogert, not very often, and I think it's worked pretty well.
I think so too.
I bet Jaden Williams gets it.
Yeah, he's bouncing to that side or trying to. Looks like he's picked it up.
He did, not by much. Good job by the Bobcats. They're not bad off tackle. They really aren't.
Yeah, there's some gang tackle right there. 4 Bobcats. It's Randy Nixon there. He's a good-looking player, like you said earlier.
See, former middle linebacker Grayson Wilson walking by. Grayson watch his little brother play some ball tonight, coming over from Norman, I imagine.
Yep. Pretty short trip over from Norman.
That's right. Grayson, one of the better linebackers I've ever coached.
Yeah, man, he had some instincts.
Trips to the bottom. Joe Washington up top. Wonder if we'll get it to Phillip again. Yes, we will.
That same play they've been running.
He's,
runs by everybody.
The kids, it's just so fast. The kids for Bridge Creek are there, and he's by them before they realize, hey, I need to be ready to tackle.
I think that's a great point you brought up a while ago. You just can't simulate that in practice.
No, he's a real deal, no doubt about it.
Yep.
So 1st and goal for the Chargers from the 3.5. Our best vantage point of the night, right, Rick?
Yeah, you just play it all right here on this end.
Yeah, could we just play like a scrimmage from the 25 end?
Man, when they're at the south end, it's awful tough to see down there.
So 2 back, flex look from Jagger Abels down here to the bottom. Going to give that again to Jaden.
Another cutback.
And
there we go.
Cruises in for the touchdown. Nice job. Good blocking on the edge there by Hardy Bowers on the lead.
Yeah, I think we were lucky we didn't draw a penalty right there on a block after the play. So I'm glad they kept that one in their pocket.
Yeah, they're going to prolong the night, but need to clean it up and let's play better. So good drive right there by the Chargers.
That was.
A good mix of run and pass, and Luke Butler to try to make it 20-zip Chargers. On the tee by Lahadney.
Yeah.
He drills it.
He did drill it.
And with every one of those, as you know, Rick, the confidence just grows with Lucas.
Builds and builds, yeah.
So
I'd like to see him get to kick some field goals too.
Yeah, I know. I know he would.
Yeah,
I bet they might give him a shot at one of these points.
Yeah, because somewhere along the line you might need that.
Yeah.
Well,
9 minutes and 15 left in the half here. 20-0 Chargers. We're going to take a quick break and come back with more football action from Bridge Creek.
That's a good drive.
We're changing healthcare and our name. Now we are SSM Health St. Anthony. But who we are on the inside is still the same. A community of saints in action who have always been a part of SSM Health, making healthcare more accessible when and where you need it. SSM Health St. Anthony. We are saints in action.
Come to the Charger Corner! Go Tigers!
Yeah.
Kick those into the end zone, that'll be a touchback.
Awesome. Touchback by Lucas Butler with the help of a south wind that's kind of come back up.
It's coming back, yeah.
And Luke hammered that one into the end zone.
He did.
The Oklahoma rules are automatic touchback. Can't outrun it out of the end zone, even if you want to.
First down Bobcats at their own 20-yard line.
So is that a state by state rule, Steve?
Yes.
Just whatever they.
As a matter of fact, I know in Texas, if you want to run it out, you can run it out.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 Bobcats from their own 20. 2-back set out of the gun. Quarterback run off the fake fly sweep.
Ooh, another flag.
It's a long way to see whatever he saw from the side judge.
Referee's a lefty. Toss that one in with the left hand.
More on the Chargers. Unbelievable. 5-yard face mask incidental called on the Chargers, so replay 1st and 5 now.
At least we didn't get another personal foul.
Well, it's sort of like I was reading today how the NFL, some people are just getting so frustrated with how that league is officiated. I mean, you can call something every play if you want to.
Yeah, you're right. You could. Particularly holding every play.
There's a good run by the freshman. Will Dunn had him in the backfield for a loss, and he was able to get a positive yard there.
Got through Connor, too. You don't see that very often.
No, good run by Nix. Is that Nix, I believe, the youngster?
Yeah.
Randy Nix.
6 foot 190. Well, by the time he's a senior, 6'2", 220, something like that. He wears the right number.
I mean, you hope
wearing 28.
If you're, yeah, exactly right. That guy's pretty good. If you, you hope he stays here at Bridge Creek. Sometimes he's around here. You got Tuttle and you got Blanchard, and hope he's not wearing a red helmet in a couple of years.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I hope he stays here.
2nd and 9, play action.
Nice play.
Yep. Throw and catch out to the right to Gage Barnaby. First completion of the night for the Bobcats. A good-looking play. It will bring up 3rd and short from the 28-yard line.
That was a good-looking play. A little play action to.
Or 3rd and 2. Yep. Bobcats going quickly. Looks like Connor Keith's coming off the edge.
Looks like they're getting
that's
change the play from the.
He's not. That's
sideline.
That's Job on the edge. I saw 3 on 32. Straight quarterback run.
Picks up the middle.
Yeah.
With the keeper, he's across the 35 to the 39-yard line. First down, Bobcats.
I believe that's their first down, isn't it, Steve?
I think so. Yeah, it is. Good job there.
Unless we gave him one by penalty, but probably have done that.
First and 10, Bobcats. There's a ball on the ground. Oh, Phillip gets it.
Up with it. Yep. That was a handoff to Michael McDaniels right there. Looked like I think that was his first carry.
Yeah, it might not have one for a while.
Yeah. I think they were trying to give Randy Nix a breather there, and you're right. They might not. Might just keep him in the game for the rest of the night.
Remember in the old days with the Cowboys, with Jimmy Johnson, and if he didn't, he'd cut you.
Yeah,
if you put it on the ground.
Yeah, you fumble, that's the last game. You're on waivers. So I think he knew what he was doing, too.
Oh. Well, everybody went but Edwin there, so I don't. Maybe Edwin didn't have the count, but that's going to be another penalty on the Chargers.
First start. The Chargers.
I was watching the game the other day, and they said illegal procedure on everybody but the center is what they called. Is everybody moved?
Yes, I heard that. Yeah. Was that in the Texas game? OU Texas game?
I think so. Is everybody but everybody but
well, I'm not indicting that guy.
Yeah, everybody but the center. You don't see that very often. That was close to the Chargers right there. Oh, nice play right there. He skied for that ball. Breaks 3 or 4 tackles.
Goodness gracious. He is unbelievable.
Yeah.
What a play, because Joe put the mustard on that one.
Yeah.
Jack and Phillip went about 9 feet up to get it. And
that was a vertical there.
Well, if you've seen him play basketball, he dunks in games with ease. So he's got a great, he's a great leaper.
Two-handed dunks with ease. Yeah. In the lane. You don't see that a lot in high school. Guy his height.
No, period, right?
No. The man, Some of the Manick brothers didn't even do that a lot of times.
Big pickup there by Phillip, and the connection between he and Joe. Trips to the bottom, 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line for the Chargers in business.
Just now sneak a guy out there.
Throw it away.
Yep.
You get that back to the line of scrimmage, close.
Nope, guess not. They threw a flag over there.
Well, I don't know if he would call grounding from over there. There's 2 flags on the play.
I don't know, maybe he was standing on the yardage line and didn't see it cross it. I don't know. That's a long way to see that.
That'll be against the Chargers.
I'm starting to lose count, Steve. I think
well,
you're right.
And it's hard to. We're on Charger Vision, and we'll keep it good. But it gets a little old watching this every week, and I'm not talking about the Chargers.
Yeah, just in general. Yeah, you're right.
So 1st and 15 for Heritage Hall here on the 18-yard line. Zone look, cover 2 by the safety. Is he going to get over there in time? That'd be a no.
There you go, Joe. That's a nice throw.
I mean, the safety's he's running right now to go travel the top of that route, and he just couldn't get over there. He was way too narrow. Nice throw and catch.
Beautiful throw and catch there.
Because as we mentioned earlier, with the winds tough on a fade like that, and he dropped it right in there.
Yeah, especially on a fade.
So Joe Washington, love it. 3 games in a row with a touchdown for Big Joe.
That was a nice route.
That brings the count to 26-0 Chargers. Here in the second quarter, 5:56 to go. Lucas Butler on for the extra point.
Looks like they're offsides here.
Kick is up and good.
Another one through
by Lucas. And that brings the score to 27-0. Chargers over the Bobcats. We're going to take a quick break. Back for more action in the second quarter here at Bridge Creek.
We all want a chance to grow, to use the present to impact the future. Every day, this field is a place to play for thousands of our students. And this place, this field, changes everything. This field is more because the future plays here.
Back to action at Bridge Creek. Score 27-0, Heritage Hall. Just kicked off there. The run back was only to the 15-yard line. Good coverage by special teams from the Chargers. 1st and 10, full house backfield from the Bobcats. Hand off to Baez, and
nice play.
Drop for a loss there by A.J. Searles. Drop, loss of 4.
Second good play he's made tonight.
Good to see A.J., nice kid, quiet, very unassuming young man.
That was a good read right there.
Yeah, it almost looked like he was on a stunt. I don't know if he was, but if he wasn't, like you say, Rick, a wonderful read.
Yeah, he sure picked it up fast. Our whole defense just looks. Just looking at them, they all look like they can run.
Yeah, bunch of good-looking athletes.
It really is.
A bunch of multi-sport guys.
Yeah. A lot of them playing both ways, like you say.
Quarterback run that time.
That's not going to go, Steve.
No.
Going to have to have.
Going
to have something else there.
I don't know if they don't feel comfortable. The kid looks okay to me throwing the football, but they've only thrown it 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I guess field position maybe, but like you said a while ago, scores here. Score could get out of hand.
4 minutes and counting, getting towards 4 minutes in the first half here. Tough situation here for the Bobcats with 3rd and 15.
Yeah. Don't have a lot of those plays you can dial up anyway, particularly against this defense.
No, That's a recipe for a punt.
Yeah. Or a timeout.
Bobcats are indeed going to call a timeout. We'll stay. We'll keep it right here.
Steve, I better get to work on some charts.
Yeah, we got some major help that we need to recognize here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Making Charger Vision possible.
Yeah, I've got to get some sponsor reads here. Quail Creek Bank student checking and savings accounts will set you up for success. Visit them online at Quarterback Bank, Quail Creek Bank, or stop by and see them at 122nd North May to learn about their free accounts, free money matches for students. Huge thanks to Quail Creek Bank for being a longtime sponsor of Charger Vision. Charger Vision would also like to thank Venue Catering for their continued support. They take amazing care of our students every day at lunch and serve the state's best gourmet concessions. Another big thanks to our sponsor, the 24/7 Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at SSM Health, St. Anthony's Healthplex in North OKC. Just walk in or schedule online for sports or orthopedic injuries. Charger Vision would also like to thank presenting sponsor Fuzzy's Taco Shop. There's no better game day restaurant, fresh, fast, and fun. Stop in at Chisholm Creek after the game or visit one of their locations in Edmond, Bricktown, Norman, Stillwater, and now open in Moore. Fuzzy's, welcome to your new addiction.
We all enjoy Fuzzy's, brother.
Well, I'll say close to school.
Yeah, it's a good spot.
Right across from Costco.
I know, I like it too much.
Yeah, go to Costco and go get you some tacos.
That's right.
Or vice versa.
Okay, tough situation like we mentioned. 3rd and long for the Bobcats.
You can hear that wind howling probably. If you're
Trips down here to the bottom. More of a tight slot look, and they're going to run reverse.
Going to throw it. Looked like he wants to throw it.
And it's not going to work
didn't get time.
I like it. I like Scott and those guys from Bridge Creek trying that.
Yep.
And not just saying, hey, we're going to hand off up the middle and give up. You send a message to your kids saying, I'm going to keep trying.
Yep, you're right. The coaches are trying. The kids will keep trying.
So 4th and long for the Bobcats. Going to have to punt into the wind out of their own end zone. So this one will be tough to get a lot of distance on this one.
Yeah, be a great kick if you get it to the 30.
Oh boy, and there's a safety.
Yeah.
Snaps it, bad hop, and it goes out of the end zone for a safety, which will make it 29-0.
Then they have to kick again.
Sure, they're going to have to kick off from their own 20. I'll tell you, Rick, the safety is one of the most.
It's penal.
It is penal.
Oh,
you are correct, and it is. You're kicking into the wind from your own 20 after giving up points. It's the only time in football you give up points and have to be on defense.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It can be demoralizing for sure. You hate to see it. Hate to see a safety like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Sacking the end zone is one thing.
Right. But yeah, when you get a bad snap and hate it for the kids.
Well, I always, with football numbers, as we know, Rick, a little bit on the decline here in Oklahoma and in our country.
Yeah.
I tip my hat to kids like here at Bridge Creek who are having they struggle, having a hard time, but they got 35, 40 kids out there that
That's what I was going to say. They got more kids out than we do.
That are paying the price to play high school football. And
absolutely.
There's a lot to be gotten from high school athletics. Whether you win a state title or not, you make lifelong friends. And like we mentioned earlier, last pure version of sport anyway, and it's a good thing to do, even if 2 and 4 is not as fun as what Heritage Hall does. This call like it is, but they're out there getting after it, doing what they can do.
Yeah, well put. Well put. Totally agree with that.
So rushing to kick off, and that's going to not go. We better field it.
Deep onside there. Yeah.
From here, we have no depth perception on how wide that went. Yeah, but obviously it went out of bounds.
Yeah, it could have been 5 yards, 10 yards out of bounds from what we can see over here.
You have to excuse the wind, Charger fans. It's picked back up, and it's
blowing harder than
pretty
it was.
Breezy.
Blowing harder than it was when the sun was still shining.
We're not in the luxury booth.
No, we're not. Don't have.
So we're on the.
Although you got some luxury service a while ago.
I sure did.
Coke delivery.
Yeah, from young Mr. Butler.
Yeah, that was very nice. Be a penalty for kicking the ball out of bounds.
So first down, great shape for the Chargers at the Bobcat 38, 1st and 10.
Got Jaden back there.
Roll out by Joe. Ooh, I wanted to throw it to Will Dunn from his tight end position. A little behind him.
Phillip was open too. Phillip's like, hey, thought that ball was coming to me.
Well, you assume that every time, right?
Yeah, that's right.
2nd and 10, obviously the Chargers trying to get some good work in here and work on the passing game here in the second quarter.
I think that's a good idea.
One thing the Chargers do that I, as much as people sometimes it pains them to say it around the state, I know a lot of the fellas nobody can ever say, and they don't say, that the Chargers run up the score.
No.
In varsity football, anything goes in the first half. You do what you can do to execute. But I remember last year, Rick, Coach Warner and I drove up to Blackwell, and we were beating him 50-0 at half.
Yeah.
And the final score, I think, was like 50-28.
Yeah.
And we didn't. There's nothing to gain by dropping 80 on somebody and demoralizing them.
And we get, man, I tell you, we get those younger guys. They practice just as hard as the starters all week long. They need to get out there and play too.
Then they get to, and that's part of the success of our program is how much varsity action non-starters get.
Yeah, freshmen and sophomores, I mean, you're going to get to play.
So you get a JV game, and then oftentimes you get a quarter and a half or so in the varsity.
Yeah.
So 3rd and 5 here after the incompletion, or no, short gain anyway. Hardy offset in the fullback position. Play action.
They're getting some.
They certainly
guys
are
back there.
And there's Job.
Boy, he's got some speed.
He can run.
Wow, he can run. Whew. I have not seen that on display like that. Well, he can get down the sidelines right there.
Well, if you've had the pleasure to watch him play middle infield,
man,
he's a smooth operator at shortstop and second base.
Yeah, he looks like it.
Great feet.
Well, he does have some good feet, that's for sure.
Great pickup, good read by Jackson to take off and pick up a hefty gain on first down.
Yeah, Jackson, he's an elite scrambler. I'd put him in that category.
Well, we have had some great quarterback play here this last 5-6 years. Connor McGinnis, Blake Adams.
Yeah, all guys that could do that.
Hand off to Jaden
Pass
Williams.
it outside. There we
He's
go.
getting right, and we're going to call holding, and it's coming back.
Yeah. Looks like they might call Hardy right there.
Hardy or Will Dunn, I couldn't tell. Yeah, I think you're right, Rick. Hardy saw the one.
Yeah, I think he was just looking right at him. I don't really know that it was, but
well, you can count on both hands that touchdowns have been called back this season in some of these games. Is what it is, and so we'll do it again. 1st and 20 now, with 2:39 to go in the first half. 29-0 the score here in Bridge Creek. Hate that for Jaden, nice run.
Really, takes a touchdown away from him, but thinking he might get some other chances tonight.
Looks like Connor back there at tailback again.
He's deep back there. Pitch to him. Same play they ran last time.
He'll run. He doesn't go around him, but here comes another flag.
That's going to be called on Will.
Careful, guys.
Easy now. Got his helmet knocked off. Good sportsmanship there. Gives him his helmet back.
He just
speaks. Looks like they've got the ball there.
Oh, okay. We got a fumble.
So the flag. I don't know if they threw a flag on the play.
Well, it's obviously
there it is right there.
Yeah,
so
it's obviously going to be on us.
Yeah. Well, Steve, I think they got Will on a hold there, but looked like he had his hands inside though. To me, just moving with the guy. I mean, looked like it was a pretty good block.
So fumble by Connor Keith there will turn the ball back over to Bridge Creek. First and 10 from the 19. Back to pass. Good ball right there.
Really good ball. Good catch too. Because he was, Jaden was about a step away from sacking him there. That was a nice throw. That's against that wind too.
That's what I'm wondering. Why are we not? It seems like they might throw it.
That's a 35-yard out route right there from where he threw it,
In the air, it certainly was. See, now you get service too from your nice, lovely
Isn't
wife.
that nice? Wow. Unbelievable. Thank you, honey.
Okay, 1st and 10 Bobcats. Nice job on first down there for a 25-yard pickup.
Maybe Coach Chard likes M&M's too.
I hear an M&M sound.
Got a false start penalty against the Bobcats.
There's one on Bridge Creek. False start.
False start.
So 1st and 15 now for Bridge Creek.
I'm with you, Steve. I'd like to see him throw it a little bit more.
He looked good. I mean, really
did.
good.
Yeah. Under some duress, too. Under some duress.
Another screen.
Yeah.
And Hardy reads it as usual.
Yeah, looked like it was intended for him.
And you're allowed to hit early on the screen.
Yeah.
Because he's behind the line. So
Right,
great
yeah.
play.
Yep.
Bring up
Yeah.
2nd and 15.
That was a good read right there.
More or less empty there. 5 guys in the route. Incomplete. Threw it just inside of him there.
Good coverage by Joe there. He didn't have to move.
Yeah. Ran right to him and stopped. You
Yep.
might want to try to avoid the guy in the white shirt.
Yeah, run an in or an out. Curl or an out, either one.
3rd and long again for the Bobcats here with 1:51 to go. Clock stopped on the incompletion, of course. Baez on the keeper.
Yeah.
Going to pick up about 2 yards.
Yeah, you're right. That was a straight keeper. That wasn't a quarterback draw or anything. That was a straight up run.
The Chargers, to try to get the ball back and have time to have one more possession, call timeout. I believe their 3rd taken of the half. Even though that's not on the scoreboard there at Bridge Creek, they haven't taken those off because both teams have taken timeouts. So 1:41 left, and the Bridge Creek I imagine, will punt the ball on 4th and 12 into another tough deal for them into the wind.
You like to take a timeout when you want to.
Yeah.
This time we wanted to take a timeout.
Well, now I'm seeing they have good support here. They really do, but I'm seeing the reason for the really excellent crowd here tonight. I think we got some kiddie cheerleading on. That's a big thing these days, having the little girls have maybe a clinic with the big girls, and then they
come out at halftime.
Do their routine.
Yeah.
So all the moms and dads of the little ones are here tonight.
Yeah, and good popcorn.
Oh, good.
That's another reason.
It's always a plus.
Yeah.
So punt formation for the Bobcats. Tight formation with everybody packed in, 2 tight ends. Decent punt into the wind, and Gavin Fair catches it. Struggles with that one too, but he gets on it.
Yeah, that another knuckleball, Steve. I think that wins messing with that ball.
But he's not happy.
No.
But he got back on it.
But you like you like a kid that's competitive like that.
He
gets
is
upset with himself, you know.
He is.
Yeah.
Freeman boys are good players.
Yes,
young Xavier's going to be a good player too.
Yeah. Come from some pretty good stock, I'll say.
Yeah, and Avery, one of our best female student athletes here at Heritage Hall as well.
Has been since her freshman year.
Okay, let's see if we can cash in here. 1:36 to go. Trips down here to the Charger boundary. Play action quickly out to Gavin.
Going to get the sideline there.
Whoa.
Ooh, wow.
Ripped down hard, but I believe underneath the dirt, underneath the helmet.
I think so. I think it was in front of the shoulder pads there.
Wonder why that. I'm not sure how.
Jason Lynn.
Not sure how the clock's winding on that, but it is, because he was thrown almost onto the track.
Yeah.
Shotgun again. That's going to be out to Phillip, and he first down and gets out of bounds.
Yep. Smart play getting out of bounds there.
Yeah, decently defended there by Bridge Creek, and they're going to stay deep here and give us that here at the end of the half.
Yeah, they're going to give you some stuff in front. Yeah, that underneath stuff's going to be there.
Job in the gun. 1st and 10. Looking at
nice.
Looking at
out
Job.
Oh wow, nice out right there. Get down there. Oh,
ball's out.
Joe's
oh my goodness!
Touchdown, Chargers! Wow.
What a nice basketball all-state hop to Joe Washington.
Boy,
the second effort, which was great by Job, the ball comes flying out and bounces, and Joe alertly was looking, but it bounced right to his waist, and he just jogged into the end zone.
Man.
Great, nice, alert, athletic play by Joe Washington. And
he got him a can of corn hop right there.
He sure did.
We used to call that Sunday school hop.
Yeah.
Sunday school hop right to him. A little different sport, but.
So the Chargers quickly put 6 more on the board. Lucas Butler to make it 36-0 with 56 seconds left in the first half. Great job there by the Chargers to take advantage of a short field. Another touchdown for Joe Washington.
What do I know? I was telling Jackson to get down, and he just runs over the guy.
Shouldn't have brought these M&Ms, Rick.
I tell you, those look really good, don't they?
I have to wait till halftime.
For those of you that haven't tried it, plain M&Ms with popcorn, great combination.
Well, yeah, it's all in the chocolate. It's a good combo.
Great combo.
It's called trail mix, Rick.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Okay, 56 seconds to go, 36-0. Another great defensive half by the Chargers. It's hard to put points on the board.
Yeah, Chargers spreading it around now in offense too. It's always fun to watch.
A lot of good young guys on this kickoff team. Freshmen.
Yeah, their time to shine here.
Hammered by Luke into the end zone.
Oh, yeah.
3 yards deep. Way to go, Luke Butler.
That was hammered, yeah. That was almost a line drive hammer into them. I bet Coach Riley's going to be glad to get him out for soccer.
Yeah, he's a soccer player.
Yeah.
Certainly is.
You bet. Bet he's a good one.
Well, let's see what the Bobcats have in mind here. With 56 seconds on their own 20 into the win, down 36-0.
Not an enviable position here.
Inside handoff to the freshman, Nix. Can be Jaden Williams, Hardy Bowers in on the tackle for the Chargers as the clock winds. Bridge Creek not in a big hurry here. Probably the last play of the half right here.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Ball's on the ground. I think Bridge Creek got back on it, Rick.
I think so too.
They better hope they did, because
because there's time left
we're
here.
going to throw one to 24.
Yeah, yep.
But as it is, I think they're going to let it wind down as we'll reach the half. With the score, Heritage Hall 36, Bridge Creek nothing, as we reach halftime from Bridge Creek. For Rick Hansing, that's a half in the books. Good job defensively especially. And a lot of penalties, but otherwise a solid half for the Chargers.
Yep.
We're going to go to break real quick, and we'll come right back here to Bridge Creek.
Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City is introducing the Year of Luxury, featuring the brand new 2020 GLS 450 SUV, offered for the first time with second-row captain's chairs and an infotainment system that listens when you speak. Consider it luxury, fit for the entire family. Uncover where the Year of Luxury will take you and drive a new Mercedes-Benz from Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City.
Stop by our showroom and experience the intelligence and style of a Mercedes-Benz.
What's up, guys? Here, Ford Stevenson here with Max Chard here for another halftime report. All right, well, we got a good lead going into halftime. We're all pretty happy with this. If you can see the score is 36-0. I mean, I would feel pretty confident with that next half, right?
Right. I think this is a good chance for, some of the backups to get in and get starters rest for next week's big game at Kingfisher.
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. We definitely, this is a good preparation week for that next week, You know how, sometimes college teams schedule an easy game going in before the tough game next week, and do you think that's sort of what we did this game?
Well, I don't think you can really control the schedule, but I think that really worked out in favor, though, having a team like Bridge Creek maybe before having, a tougher test against Kingfisher.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, a little recap. That first touchdown, Philip Smitherman, big play. What do you think?
Well, I mean, Philip's just a pure athlete. He broke many tackles and ran about more than 100 yards probably running across the field.
Oh, yeah. We could say that Philip Smitherman definitely had the best half of the year by any player this game.
Yeah, for sure, yes.
I mean, 2 touchdowns, both big plays. I mean, that first one was opposite field, like 70 yards.
Yes, he really just, he went from one side of the field and went straight to the other, just like that, and breaking multiple tackles from Bridge Creek defenders.
And it's easy for him. I mean, that guy, he makes it look so easy at least. I can't say that it's easy for him.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he's just so much faster than everybody. It looked like he was really jogging by the end of it. Really just looking backwards, watching down the guys.
Yeah, he's a strong dude, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, definitely. And then Jaden also has had a great game. I mean, he's only had 1 touchdown on the stat sheet, but, I mean, he's also had a big play earlier that was called back for a holding right before half that, I mean, later on was scored by Joe. But, yeah, that play, he made a great move. I mean, he cut it inside, and then Joe laid a block out, and so he cut it to the outside and scored. And he got in there pretty easily just by that move.
Yeah, He's definitely gotten only 1 touchdown, but he's definitely had a lot of 10, 15-yard carries that have gotten us first downs.
Yeah, definitely. That's what he is, though. I mean, definitely having Peyton Ernest out. That's he's having to step up right now, having him out, and Peyton is more of our speed guy, and he's the one that gets the big plays, the screen passes and everything. While Jaden's more of the run up the gut guy. He's the big guy.
Yeah. I think that's one thing that Heritage has really implemented into their offense this season is their swing passes, laterals. With their lateral quickness they have, they've used that to their advantage against other teams, using swing passes and tosses and things of the sort to get the outside and get the edge.
Yeah, definitely having a guy, number 24 out there, Philip Smitherman, catching those balls. And then, you also have Gavin Freeman making some of those plays with the screens. I mean, he's a small, quick guy.
Yeah, sophomore. He's getting a lot of good carries, which is or catches, and he's getting a lot of which is really good for the future for us. He's getting varsity time, big minutes varsity time.
Yeah.
They're not just meaningless minutes.
Yeah, I'm happy for him. I mean, after some injuries, freshman 8th grade year, and comes back, and he used to be a quarterback, if any of you guys didn't know that, all throughout middle school. And then once he got into high school, I think they kind of saw his speed and everything and noticed that the quarterback spot was pretty much filled. So he started working out got a lot of work on the defense, but then now he's run the wide receiver and has done a great job.
Yeah, he's really stepped in his role as a starting wide receiver on this offense in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I mean, in those punt returns, great punt returner.
Yeah, for sure. He's really, he's really smart, even though, he's a sophomore, so a lot of times those young guys are going to want to try to make the play. They're going to want to try to make a big play out of that, even when you probably should just call it fair catch, he does that a lot, which is good.
Yeah. And then, we've had a lot of young guys step up this year after losing seniors like Connor and Billy and Jaden.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, you got to be happy with these younger guys in the bright future.
Yeah, for sure, yes. A lot of these juniors getting a lot of minutes this year that maybe didn't get as many minutes last year, such as Joe Washington or Robert, who didn't start for most of the last year after Joe earned the spot. But, it's really helped that they're both getting quality minutes, which is helping for next year's team as well.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm excited for next year also. I don't think it's going to be big losing guys like Philip Hardy and Will, but, I would say we're pretty comfortable still with quarterback Jackson Joe.
For sure, yes. Yeah, junior class and that sophomore class is really going to help a lot next year.
Yeah, and talking about Joe earlier, how he's had to step up this year. He had I don't know if you guys saw this, but there was a play where Jackson Joe ran out right and tried to truck the dude, and he was pretty successful actually. But once the guy was on the ground, the ball fell free, and Joe made a great play by picking it up and running into the end zone. And then I think we got a replay. Yep, if we can show that. All right. It's not ready yet, but we'll get you to it whenever it is. Now, here it is.
Here you go. We'll get it started in a second. There we go.
We here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain.
Joe looking like Johnny Manziel out there.
Making the cut inside, and he makes that truck, and then the ball just falls free. Oh, yeah, and that's been a big struggle this game, don't you think?
Yeah, fumbles. Last week we had a big fumble in the very first possession of the game against Perkins, which if you watch the game in any way, shape, or form, you know that game came down to the very last few seconds of the game. So that first fumble was really big. And then same this week too. I think there's been 2 or 3 fumbles that have been turned over, and then that one just Joe heads up play by Joe there, covering the football and getting the end zone. But Gavin Freeman had a muff punt earlier. Jaden Williams had a fumble last week, and I think he did this week too.
Yeah, if you guys saw that truck, he was pretty successful with that. Yeah. If he holds on to the ball, that's a big play, and especially by a quarterback.
Yeah.
That kind of reminds me back to the Blake Adams days, sort of, whenever he made a big play like that out of nowhere.
Yeah, right.
All right, now I think we're going to head into commercial here, and we'll come back with you in a bit.
All right.
Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City is introducing the Year of Luxury, featuring the brand new 2020 GLS 450 SUV, offered for the first time with second-row captain's chairs and an infotainment system that listens when you speak. Consider it luxury, fit for the entire family. Uncover where the Year of Luxury will take you and drive a new Mercedes-Benz from Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City.
Stop by our showroom and experience the intelligence and style of a Mercedes-Benz.
Hey, we're back, and we're going to talk about what we need to work on for this next half.
I think one thing is definitely controlling the football and limiting the silly penalties such as false starts and holdings and things like that. That can be costly to drives.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this play. I'm fine with this lead. You can't complain about it, but no. It can make big plays, and that can easily get a team back into the game.
We've definitely seen, like Ford mentioned earlier, Jaden Williams had a big run that was taken back because of a penalty by Heritage. So that's one thing that even last week too, that's something that Coach Berger preaches to his team is limit the silly penalties that can be fixed, that can cost drives and things like that.
Yeah, that's like the coach's worst nightmare is penalty is fumbles, and that's what we had today. And it hasn't affected the scoreboard much, but it can really affect like a team's momentum and everything,
Right.
And especially next week, we cannot have any of those for Kingfisher.
No, definitely. Kingfisher's a really quality opponent that will, they're fundamentally sound, and they will, and they'll have everything they got this week. Kingfisher Heritage, big rivalry, basketball, baseball, and football. So, that'll be a big test for us, getting off this win here at Bridge Creek, hopefully.
Yeah, their football team's anything like their basketball team, and they're at the right spots as fast as possible at all times. And, yeah, that's something we'd have to worry about.
Even last year, that was a close game, and, they're a really fundamentally sound team. They will be where they need to be, and they will not make silly penalties. So, we have to take advantage of the things we do, of our speed, of our athleticism, and not have penalties to cost us that.
Yeah, and then let's hope the weather is not any colder than this. If you guys didn't know from home, wherever we were watching this, we're having to wear sweatshirts out here, and we're still cold because the wind's coming at us, and it's in like the 60s.
Yeah, it is cold. The wind is definitely making it a lot colder. And last week was, I would say last week was a little bit worse.
To be
honest.
Yeah. No, definitely. I would say that too, and I wasn't even there, but it just looked like it.
Yeah, it was bad.
But I'll take this weather, but yeah, hopefully it doesn't get any colder than next week.
No, I really hope it doesn't. I love warm games, but it's good football weather though. Cool, good football weather.
Now, if there's any big games you want to talk about here, Max?
Well, I saw Millwood, our Week 1 opponent was tied with Lexington 6-6.
And it looks like John Marshall's destroying Mount St. Mary's right now.
John Marshall's doing. They should do what they're doing. What they should do. 4th-ranked Berry Hill is up 21-7 over Cassia Hall. So Berry Hill is a team to look out for in the playoffs coming up here. And Perkins-Tryon is up 28-7 over Kingfisher. So.
Oh wow.
Big game, last week. That was probably the de facto district championship game. If I had to predict it, I think that was probably it.
Oh, okay.
So, Kingfisher, Perkins-Tryon getting a big win, looking like a big win over Kingfisher this week.
Now, before we head off here, I just want to give a shout-out to the guys that came to this game, a long drive and Thursday night, and they came and supported their team. So, good for them.
Yeah, respect. Yeah, school tomorrow, everything.
Yeah. All right, we're going to head off. Thanks, guys. We'll see you possibly next week.
Yes, sir.
We're changing healthcare and our name. Now we are SSM Health St. Anthony. But who we are on the inside is still the same. A community of saints in action who have always been a part of SSM Health, making healthcare more accessible when and where you need it. SSM Health St. Anthony. We are saints in action.
Come to the Charger Corner! Go Tigers!
When you walk into Fuzzy's Taco Shop, you'll know you're in the right place. With the best Baja-style menu in town, we'll have the whole family addicted. Order up. Nachos, tacos, burritos, it doesn't matter. It's like an explosion of flavor in your mouth. We know you've had a long day, and you deserve a break. So, bring the crew to one of the Fuzzy's Taco Shop locations in Norman, Oklahoma City, or Stillwater. Welcome to your new addiction. Eat me.
You're going to find a whole lot to love right now during truck trading time at Joe Cooper Ford. You can trade your keys for the keys to a new truck. Then Joe will beat any other dealer's best deal by $500 guaranteed. Get more for your trade-in, lower your monthly payment, and make no payment for 90 days. Plus, we believe in service after the sale. When you bring your new Joe Cooper Ford in for service, you'll get a courtesy loaner car and a car wash. Who loves you, Oklahoma?
Come see us at Joe Cooper Ford.
Welcome back to Bridge Creek, Charger football fans. We're about 40 seconds from starting the second half. As you can see by the look on Rick and my face that it's gotten a little chilly. Luckily, as usual, I have a bunch of junk in my truck, and I always have a hoodie or something, so I wouldn't.
There we go.
I'm getting old and being a weenie in my old age. I need another layer.
It's a good Boy Scout.
Yeah.
Always prepared, right?
There you go.
Yeah, that hoodie's going to come in handy. Come in handy. Temperatures dropping and the winds increasing, it looks like.
Looking at some 3A scores from our district and elsewhere, John Marshall cruising against St. Mary's 34-0.
Well, they're having a tough year, aren't they, St. Mary's?
Lincoln Christian, ranked second in our class, is easily getting past 1-5, rolling 49-0. Sulphur and Plainview is the game of the week in 3A, 14-7 Plainview at halftime. I'm sure that's a good matchup down near Ardmore at Plainview. Here's another big game, Cassia Hall and Berry Hill. Berry Hill all over the Commandos, 21-7 at halftime.
That's a shocker.
Well, Cassia Hall is not even ranked right now. So,
wow.
It sounds like it, right, Rick, tradition-wise. But Berry Hill has got a good physical group. Good friend of mine is calling plays for them, was a guy I coached and was my offensive coordinator at Enid, James Smith. They do a good job. Pat Harper does a good job.
Last time we played Cassia Hall, they beat us.
Yeah, we were about half full there injury-wise, but
they had a good running back.
They sure did. And Joe Medina's been up there a long time, does a great job.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, it should be Bridge Creek ball to start the half, right? We should be kicking.
Yep. So that Plainview Sulphur game, that was 14-7?
Oh, here's the score. I didn't tell you, not surprisingly. At halftime, Perkins-Tryon 28, Kingfisher 7.
Oh, wow.
How about that?
That's a shocker. But you called that a little bit in the pregame.
Well, I thought they'd at least play them. It would be tight. I know that Kingfisher is not quite what they've been in years past. Obviously, one of the better overall athletes in our class, Jace Sternberg. Not Jace, that's the big brother. Jet, is that his name?
Yeah.
Was
Jet.
the quarterback
Yeah.
playing basketball at Rogers State, I believe. But
yeah, that's right. He went to Rogers State.
But a really great high school athlete and a good quarterback. And
well, he was. He was.
Brother's playing pro football, tight end.
Yeah, won the Mackey Award last year, right?
Yeah, from A&M.
A&M, transferred from Kansas.
Yeah, and he started out at NEO up in Miami.
Yeah, and then went to Kansas, and then Where's he playing? Where's he playing now? Who did he get drafted by?
Well,
I'm sure where he was.
I had that in my head, but I think he got hurt.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't the Chiefs, was it? I don't know. I don't remember. I try to be decent on that stuff.
I can't remember either.
But yeah, so the Demons are all over the Jackets tonight.
Well, like you said, the chalk might be wrong on the
preseason predictions
on the Demons,
except at the top, right? Just looking around. Some other scores. Union Moore. That's a big game. Union all over Moore.
Yeah, that Tulsa Union. Although they've lost a game this year, haven't they?
Oh, they're 2-4.
Man.
Tulsa Union's 2-4.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So they must have lost to Jinx or no?
That was the one they won. They lost to Broken Arrow, Owasso.
Broken Arrow. I knew they'd lost to them.
Mansfield, Texas.
And
Mustang. Mustang went up there and beat them on their homecoming.
What's that deal they've got with? There's like 4 or 5 high schools in Mansfield, and the Oklahoma teams go down and play them. Yeah.
And we were 3-1 this year against them, so good for Oklahoma.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Oh, Union's the only one that lost. I think, and everyone agrees Union played the best team. But like Bixby was the other one. They beat their team.
Arrow, yeah.
Bixby scored 76 points.
Oh, man.
The word up from my Tulsa friends is that Bixby and Stillwater may be the best 2 teams in any class.
Well,
certainly Bixby.
I saw Stillwater hung 70 on somebody last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it was Choctaw.
Yeah.
They're very good.
So is Gundy still playing quarterback there?
At Stillwater.
Senior?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they got a big 2 wideouts, a good running back.
Oh, the running back special.
Mm-hmm. They kind of got the whole deal, and they still have trouble beating Bixby. That'll probably be the 6A2 final again.
Is that running back a senior yet or no?
I believe so. Mm-hmm.
I know he's been good as a sophomore and a junior.
Luke Butler to kick it off to the 10-yard line.
Nice contain right there.
Yep. Still going. No whistle. A solid return to the 34-yard line or so of the Bobcats.
Acted like he coughed it up there, but I guess not.
Mason Grubb was the return man, just a freshman. So at least that's 2 good freshmen we know of for the Bobcats.
That was a really nice contain over there by number 26,
yeah,
KJ Evans, freshman.
Yeah, he's a demon. He is a great wrestler and a great mic backer.
Well, he didn't let that kid get outside of him and good contain. He didn't get to the sidelines. Turned him back inside for the rest of his buddies.
Nick's still in the backfield. Fake to him, and the quarterback keeps it.
Nice tackle.
Good pickup.
Dominic Baez with the keeper. He gets across the 40 to the 43-yard line.
Looks like about 6 yards on first down.
It's about their best first down yardage play of the game.
7 on the play. Second down.
Officially 2nd and 3 now for the Bobcats after a nice pickup on first down.
Yeah.
Looks like AJ may be coming in the B gap.
He's creeping up there, isn't he?
There he comes. He came all the way down to A at double stick, and Hardy came around.
It will be 3rd down.
That ball tailed away from the receiver there.
So 3rd and 3 now for the Bobcats. Interesting there. I thought they might run it twice and try to pick up a first after what they did on first down.
Yep, they went to the air there, and like I said, this wind's picking up, so
it's not going to
anything out the sideline is going to be sailing a little bit on you. Good D right there.
Sit down on the curl. Tackled immediately on the completion by Landon Lahodney.
Yeah.
But good route there, just past the sticks for a first down for the Bobcats.
Sure tackle.
Yeah, unfortunately, the stands have cleared out after halftime for the Bobcats.
I think you're right. I think you're right about the cheerleaders. Yeah, the middle school and little.
But that enhances the gate, and it's fun.
Yeah. But it's cold, so
those guys
to the house.
Most of these, they're on fall break this week. Most of these. Well, that got fortunate bounce there. Ooh, wow. Phillip had another pick six, like on a walk.
Man, he would have waltzed in.
And he is really, his instincts have gotten unbelievable. He's got a nose for the football.
Quarterback took a shot there.
Yeah, who was that? I was ball watching. That's not very responsible, but that's what I was doing.
I couldn't tell. All I did
was that Will Dunn?
I think so, and the referee was looking right at it, so it must have been, wasn't late or wasn't a defenseless player.
Phillip's mad every time he doesn't make the play. That's good. He's obviously a great competitor. Yeah, so 2nd and 10. There's another ball on the ground. That's going to be trouble.
Yeah, another bad snap there.
See, that's an unbelievable deal there because there was nothing to see. He just saw two kids on the ground and looked back to see two kids getting up and threw a penalty on Heritage Hall. It's going to be unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, another one on the Chargers D.
Connor Keith.
Yeah. His brother went in for him. Looks like.
A dead ball personal foul against Heritage Hall.
It's a good way to cut your playing time down, though, isn't it? Coaches aren't going to put up with that.
Yeah, Nick Keith steps in at the Lou backer position. Play clock at 8:76.
They got it off.
Quarterback ISO there. Good run.
Mm-hmm. It's been their best offensive play of the third quarter so far.
And they watched film of the Perkins game. The Perkins, that is pretty much what they did. They ran quarterback counter, quarterback ISO,
right,
and pretty physical group and had some success against the Chargers. And don't blame them for trying that.
Did a quarterback have some speed?
Yeah, he was a good-looking kid. He's one of the better kids in our league. Yeah. About 6'1", 190, senior.
Wow. Yeah.
Good
run.
Good kid. There's a handoff to brother.
Right there.
Baez, Devin Baez with the carry.
That's a good play right there by Gavin Freeman.
The stuff to the side just not going to work. I feel like they've had marginal success, though, off tackle, going vertical. But the stuff to the side, it's tough to get a hat on our outside backers.
It's tough to run
laterally
on us for sure.
The beauty of the 3-3 with that star position and the bandit, it's almost like you get 11 and a half, 12 guys out there because if you can get away with playing 3-down linemen, then you got all those guys standing up.
Yeah. Yeah, and they run to the football. And gang tackle for sure.
There's another flag.
Oh, my gosh. I don't think these referees are as cold as we are, Steve. They don't care how long they stay out here.
The dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Chargers.
Oh, another one on the Chargers.
It'll be a first down for the Bobcats.
I mean, I have no idea what's actually going on. It's just
we don't have we really don't have a very good view to see, and that was another flag thrown right there in a big pile, so you really couldn't tell what was going on.
At the 24-yard line.
When they're out there by themselves, like the last call we got, you can, it's pretty self-explanatory, but couldn't really see what went on there.
Motion to the left for the Bobcats. The give to Baez again, gets around the edge a little bit for positive yardage.
A little further than they have. Good tackle over there.
I mean, they're
Gavin Freeman again.
They are glaring down, waiting for a penalty. I'm watching the officials. It's unbelievable. Waiting for something to happen, wanting something to happen. That's not good. Let's just play ball. Let the kids play.
Ball's at the 23-yard line, second down and 9.
Play clock running down there, Steve. See if he can get this off.
Yep. That was batted down and picked.
Is that Landon? Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to get him. Quarterback's got an angle. Now he cuts it back. Now they're not going to get him now. That's some good speed right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, here we go. Here's a flag late. Unbelievable. That ball was, the touchdown was in.
30 yards from there, yeah. I think maybe
calling holding as he crossed the goal line at the
gosh.
20-yard line.
Wow. So it's going to come all the way back?
Not sure.
Oh my gosh. But it does negate the touchdown.
Yeah, it sure does.
Yeah. Maybe I'll be playing Landon a little bit of tailback. that looked pretty good open field running there. You know what? Recognize those guys had the angle, cut back on him like that, and then had the speed to finish it up the middle.
Really was. Nice play.
Really good
I'm glad
run.
for him because he had a good-looking pick last week that was called out of bounds, or juggling it actually, but looked at, oh boy, we put that on the ground. It rubbed off his thigh pad, and I think Jackson got back on it.
Yeah. You know, I think Landon's another kid that's got really good football instincts.
Yeah, he's tough.
Yeah. Yeah, he's another kid. Looks like he knows to play a lot before they do.
There's a lot to do at that bandit position.
Oh yeah, there's a lot to keep an eye on, and there's lots of eye candy too. You know what? There's lots to make you not as disciplined as you need to be a lot of times.
Here's the give to Jaden Williams.
Oh, good run.
Looks like he got grabbed right on the face.
Sure did. It's a nice spin move about 8 yards into that run.
Chargers going hurry here. The keeper from Job. That again. Good pick up there. Gets the first down. Will be first and goal on the 5 for the Chargers.
That was quarterback on quarterback there.
Yeah.
Baez tackling
That's
Job
right.
right there. Just outside the 5-yard line.
Jaden Williams in the backfield.
Nice play. Good route right there.
Good grief. Right on the money. To Philip Smitherman on the out route. A seed.
Really good route right there.
From Jackson Job
to
cool. Philip Smitherman for the touchdown. That brings the Chargers to 42-0 the count.
Threw a dart in there. Frozen rope to Philip right there on the money.
So Luke Butler trucks back out. One thing about it, if you want to kick, it's a good place to do it at Heritage Hall.
Yeah, no kidding.
A lot of opportunity.
Get a lot of opportunity. You got a big old win now.
He's got the two biggest quarters we've scored, and with the wind at our back, Lucas has gotten to get his work in.
Yeah. High snap. Good job by Landon getting that down.
Yeah, a little high. Good job.
Yeah.
So the score 43-0. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
We all want a chance to grow, to use the present to impact the future. Every day, this field is a place to play for thousands of our students. And this place, this field, changes everything. This field is more because the future plays here.
Welcome back to Bridge Creek, Charger football fans. Fresh off another touchdown by the Chargers. Connection between Jackson Joe and Philip Smitherman again. 43-0 the count after the PAT by Lucas Butler as he'll kick it off. Last two have been in the end zone. Not sure why their guys are set up on the 10.
Wynn's got that one too.
That's
really
4
nice.
yards deep again.
Yeah.
Kick goes in the end zone. That will be a touchback.
Bobcats will be in business 1st and 10 on their own 20. We're short some ball boys today, or nobody back there catching that one. Dr. Bondurant's on his way.
He can get it for him. We got some guys playing ball over here by us. They could get out there and have a good time.
One of those guys is Lucas's little brother.
Yeah. They got one over the fence there.
Dr. B does a lot for us. He's at every game, helps out. Just great guy.
Yeah, sure is. Every game. Good play by there, Will Dunn.
Loss of yardage there. Will Dunn in the backfield. Grabs Nix by the ankles and for the loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 for the Bobcats with coming on 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Nick Keith would have gotten him if Will didn't get him right there, right next to him. Fighting each other for that tackle.
Yeah, little brother's still in there at the linebacker spot.
Yeah, he might stay there the rest of the night.
Pistol formation for the Bobcats. Tailback behind the quarterback. He keeps it, leans forward for maybe a yard or 2.
Good penetration right there. Hardy Bowers blew that play up from the start.
3rd and about 13, 14 now for the Bobcats.
Big Melvin's coming out.
Yeah, you can't miss that guy coming out. Jaden at the 5, Will at the 5 technique, and Omari at the nose. Got a good rotation. You know, Gavin Wilson, probably just for preservation, they've kept Gavin off the defensive side of the ball a lot tonight, but he played really well at Perkins last week with Will on the shelf with a concussion.
Yeah, he's got some size, got some great feet. Nick Keith came on the delayed blitz right there, put the quarterback under some pressure.
Pass complete for a short gain, maybe a yard. We'll bring up 4th and long again into the wind. The old Bobcats must feel like they've been in the wind the whole game. Well, hopefully they can execute this one. 2 punts ago, they snapped it and they rolled out of the end zone. And they got the last one off at the half there. KJ needs to get on the field.
Need to get this snap up just a little bit, like you're saying. Get this punt away. Gavin's waiting on it back there.
That's
off the side of the foot.
Yeah, out of bounds. Going to be great field position again for the Chargers. To
say
the field's been tilted in our favor is an understatement. Yeah, Rick?
Yeah, I tell you, it's tough kicking into that wind, dude. Really tough. Backed up into your, on your own 7-8 yard line after your last punt went out, the snap went out of the back of the end zone, and it's tough.
One of the things we'd be remiss without mentioning is the amazing work and expertise of our Charger Vision crew, led by Luke Steelman, the incomparable.
No kidding, man.
And he makes it fun for these kids. There's 10, 12 kids down here on a school night working all these cameras that you're enjoying.
Absolutely.
Sideline, Colt Regatsky's got the sideline cam. That's a lot of fun.
KJ. It's a nice run there.
Yeah, nice pickup on 1st down. Was that KJ Evans?
Yeah.
He's been running. He scored a touchdown, I know, against Mount St. Mary's.
He's got some quick feet.
8-yard pickup there for KJ on 1st down. I believe, is that Bob in the game at quarterback? Yeah, Robert Embro back at quarterback.
Yep. Looks like Gavin and KJ are about the same size.
That's Bryce Carlin out here in the slot. Caden Graves out here on the edge, I believe.
31, yeah.
There's KJ up in there again. Another flag coming in. Goodness gracious, fellas. We got our youngsters in.
Yeah. We've only got a couple of starters in on the line, it looks like.
Yeah, I see William and Omari and Edwin. Most of those, yeah, they're in.
There's Gavin. Yeah, we got starting line, but then got some younger guys at every other position, looks like.
Holding the call on the Chargers.
Well, I guess we could have guessed that, Steve.
Yeah. 2nd and 12 now for the Chargers. Clock is running. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter here. Let's see what we have drawn up here. 2nd and long with Robert Embro. Longhorn out there. 2. I cannot tell who caught that.
Looked like it was 81. 31. 31? Ori Walker.
Yeah, Ori, freshman. Good player.
Yeah.
Ori's going to be a good wideout.
I think he's got a little bit of size.
Yeah, he's a little over 6 foot already. And good basketball player.
Yeah.
So we got Gavin, Bryce Carlin, and Ori out here to the bottom in trips with KJ in the backfield with Robert Embro. And there's another holding call on the Chargers. It's getting a little comical.
I think Robert was looking for our receivers to kind of
come back
to,
come back when he rolled.
Either way, but I think the defense was playing the roll-up. I think he wanted him to get behind him a little bit there.
Against Heritage Hall, penalty is declined. It will be 4th down.
Even Bobcats declined that one. 4th and 12.
Yeah, and we've got our starting line in there.
Looks like we're going to punt it.
I don't know. Landon's going out there. It looks like they're going to try a field goal.
Oh, yeah. Lucas, that a baby, got the wind.
That's going to be 45 yards. Is that right?
Ball on the 30, so it'll be 47-yarder. 7-yard snap.
He jumped offsides. Oh, wow.
That was so offsides by Bridge Creek. Goodness gracious.
No call.
It is blocked by Dominic Diaz. Picked up by Randy. Next back to the 46-yard line.
It's easy to block it when you get to take off a little early.
Well, especially when there's 3 take off early, because two of them met right there at Landon, right at the holder.
First down, Bobcats, the 46-yard line of the Chargers. Yes, on the other side. Yeah.
Timeout. Heritage Hall. Heritage Hall, timeout.
I think Coach Bogert's going to ask about that.
Yeah,
I don't blame
he's
him.
talking to him right there. Yeah. Usually, good snap and holds like 1.2 seconds. They try to get that ball off. That was.
They were on top of it as he caught it.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to feel negative when and feel bummed out when you're running 43-0. But having been down there for some of this, it gets frustrating when you're just trying to play football, play your younger guys.
Yeah.
And Brett,
it could be a safety issue on that play.
Well, exactly. You're going to get and they didn't
a holder hurt, a kicker hurt,
and I didn't. Brett's a heck of a coach and has come, he's gotten so good. He just kind of rolls with it now. He doesn't get too upset. I mean, a lot of us would be losing our mind right now, but it is 43-0.
You got to keep
with a penalty every single play almost. And it's funny how none of them are against the blue helmets, the light blue.
You got to keep it all in perspective, though, like you're saying. I mean,
big picture, eye on the prize.
He does a good job of that. Does a good job of that. It's not always easy, though. You're right.
And that's the thing that sometimes officials forget. This is a very violent game. And stoppage of action here.
On the
must be
Bobcats
some blood or something.
Looks like he's Looks like he's hurt there. Number 13, Jason Lynn, coming off the field. He played some quarterback a couple of snaps ago.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. So 2nd and 11 coming up for the Bobcats. Dominique Baez back in there, going to be at quarterback still.
Look like procedure, huh?
Well, I don't know. I think he's calling offsides on us.
Offsides against Heritage Hall.
That is indeed the case. Offsides against the Chargers. Minute 33 to go. Clock is stopped in the 3rd quarter here.
That'll move the ball to the 43-yard line. 2nd down and 7.
Winds it now. 2nd 7 coming up for the Bobcats. Ball at about the 44-yard line of the Chargers.
Jet sweep there.
Yep.
Cuts it back inside.
Good that's a good job right there. One of the things on the defensively on the jet sweep,
penetration kills it.
It does, yeah. and sometimes guys tend to want to take off and meet the guy, and then he cuts back, and you've all blown by him.
Right.
And that's one of the beauties of like we were talking about at the outset, the fits of the odd stack.
Yeah.
If you're disciplined and do what Coach Adams and them have coached you to do,
right.
you shouldn't be chasing that if you're the middle linebacker.
Right. You just stay in your gap, don't get out of position.
Because the kid cut it up as he should have, but we were sitting there.
We had 3 guys there. Yeah.
So roll out by Baez and hits the guy in the flat.
Big tight end right there.
Yeah.
Wow, nice hit.
Good lick by Hardy Bowers.
Sure was. It's the first time we've called Haven Strider's name. 6'1", 190 tight end linebacker, senior.
That probably will end the 3rd quarter, Rick.
Yeah.
Ball's going to be at the 42-yard line.
Pretty long quarter.
Yeah, a lot of pink flags on the field.
A lot of pink there.
We're going to take a quick break and be back for the final frame at Bridge Creek.
And we are at the end.
We're changing healthcare and our name. Now we are SSM Health St. Anthony. But who we are on the inside is still the same. A community of saints in action who have always been a part of SSM Health, making healthcare more accessible when and where you need it. SSM Health St. Anthony. We are saints in action.
Come to the Charger Corner! Go Tigers!
Welcome back to Bridge Creek. So 4th and 7 for the Bobcats as they will now finally have the wind at their back.
Yeah, they've got to feel like they've been against that wind all night long, especially their punter.
Trying to get us to jump. Good job there. Roll left this time by the. All right.
Good coverage out there by Landon.
The ball will be turned over on downs to the Chargers.
Now we got our 2nd team in there, Steve.
We certainly did.
Now we got him in there. Maybe some third teamers. Some third teamers in there. Some freshmen in there.
I see River Faulkner. He's a running back.
Yeah.
Freshman. KJ Evans.
Yeah.
And looks like I think that's Liam Burton. Yes, it is a freshman quarterback. So
13.
Yep. All youngsters up front. So I see Will Shepard though at left tackle.
Yeah, and he's been hurt, hasn't
he? Yes, and it's good to get him back in there.
Nice run right there. Cuts it back.
Love it.
Man, he's tough to find, too.
Yeah, he runs low.
Yeah. He's already low. He's already low, and he gets lower, and he's fast.
First down for the Chargers.
Pretty nice hole right there, Steve.
It really was.
We had a good angle right there. That's
good
a nice
job.
hole they opened up.
Maybe we can
and that's
get some flow to the game and run a few plays in a row without a.
I think that's the Bobcats starting defensive line in there, at least most of them. So a nice hole by the right side of the Chargers line.
Another
there.
James Bailey and Cooper Cookson also in the slot and out the edge on the receiver.
That's what you're talking about.
Jack Newman down here at the bottom.
KJ again, getting outside. Nice move, taking it to the boundary. Look at that. Didn't even tackle him. He's gone. Touchdown almost. Wow.
Of course, they don't mark it at the. Great run, but I thought he was going to go out of bounds.
Beautiful run.
Looks like he's got it at about the 6 or 7 yard line.
Took it off tackle, broke it outside, then broke it again to the sideline. He's got some speed.
He is a beast in the wrestling room.
Yeah, it looks like he's got some great balance. You can tell by the way he runs.
And this is the Monday night crew for the most part.
Well, if he's a wrestler, you automatically like his mentality.
Sure.
And toughness for sure. Punch it in there.
Another handoff to KJ.
Look at that. Nice hole.
And as we cross the goal line, we get a holding.
Oh, man. That was a nice hole. Another nice hole over the right side.
Well,
KJ's got the goggles. He's got the goggles working.
Yeah,
too.
rec
There we
specs.
go. Yeah, rec specs. Got the Eric Dickerson look going.
Nice pull from the SMU.
Pony Express.
Well, I didn't know for sure, but I guessed right. Imagine that, Rick. It is holding on the Chargers.
Right.
So
you had a good chance of being right there, Steve.
So replaying first down from the 17-yard line.
Give
first
it to him.
and goal.
Give it to him again. He's got us down there.
Right, good point.
There he goes. Oh my gosh!
Hey, I think
never let it go.
I think we might get one on the Bobcats.
Yeah, we might get the face mask there. He was gone. He was gone if he wouldn't have grabbed his face mask. He was gone again. And he's fun to watch. He's got some instincts, you can tell.
Yeah, and he's patient.
Yeah, really good.
Good job by these guys up front.
Yeah, they're giving him some running room for sure.
Camden Britt, 10th grader.
Mm-hmm.
Will Shawns, I believe, is in there. Yeah, Camden's center.
Another good run.
I see no flags. Touchdown, Chargers.
Number 7.
That's River Faulkner.
Yeah, River Faulkner. Great run. He's tough anyway. I've seen him play some defense.
Oh, yeah. River's tough.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they'll put the first group back out there for the PAT or just go for 2. It looks like they may just go for 2 because it's hard to reassemble.
I'd give it to 7. I'd give it to 7 again.
And you know he wears 7. You know what his little brother's name is.
Oh, yeah.
7.
Yeah. That is classic. Get in there. Whoa, no one touched him. He's in there.
Nice.
No flags.
51.
No flags.
So 9:40 to go. Nice drive by our youngsters there. All the way down the field with KJ Evans carrying the mail for most of it.
KJ,
River Faulkner capping it off with a touchdown, the 2-pointer to make it 51-0. Chargers with 9:41 to go fourth quarter. Take a quick break.
We're changing healthcare and our name. Now we are SSM Health St. Anthony. But who we are on the inside is still the same. A community of saints in action who have always been a part of SSM Health, making healthcare more accessible when and where you need it. SSM Health St. Anthony. We are saints in action.
Come to the Tiger Corner. Go Tigers!
Good kick into the wind, too.
Yeah, it was. Good high kick. Solid return by the Bobcats there. See if we can get some names out here on defense.
That's a good tackle there, 44.
I see Will Shepard, Baker Burns.
Cooper Cookson tackle there on the kickoff.
I see Nick Keith, KJ Evans at Mike, River Faulkner at the Raw.
Baker going to play a little D end. Baker Burns, is that?
Yeah, it is. Jack Newman and James Bailey at the corners. That's Max Bates. His numbers, he's got a different number on, but Max Bates is that right defensive end. So some older boys up front, but what we got here, 12? Or delay a game. Delay a game.
Delay a game on the
playing catch up now to make it look respectable.
That was against Bridge Creek. That'll make it first down and 15.
Blue, 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 cover 3. Handoff inside.
KJ on the, looks like KJ on the tackle with Max Bates, and is that Will Shepard?
Carry number 18 by the Bobcats.
KJ Evans in the first there. It's the second tackle in a row.
Love the Rectifex.
Yeah. He's going to double leg those guys all night long. Tell you one thing, most wrestlers are pretty sure tacklers.
Well,
I remember watching Caden Gefeller play football when he was in middle school. Man, nobody got away from that kid.
One of the best kids I ever had was a wrestler.
Nobody ever got away from any of his tackles.
Ball deep.
Nice throw.
James Bailey on the coverage, a little overthrown there.
Pretty good coverage though, 81 on 81 right there.
James is a great kid. Middle school football every day after practice. He'd come to us, shake our hands, say, "Thank you, Coach." James Bailey.
You love that.
Mm-hmm.
What a great name, too. James Bailey. Going to go a long way with a name like that.
I bet he will.
Bridge Creek getting some of their reserves in now too, Steve.
Yes, that was a young kid.
Yeah, that was good to see.
Goodness gracious.
Timeout.
Timeout, Bobcats. Take a quick break. Be right back.
When you walk into Fuzzy's Taco Shop, you'll know you're in the right place. With the best Baja-style menu in town, we'll have the whole family addicted.
Order up.
Nachos, tacos, burritos, it doesn't matter. It's like an explosion of flavor in your mouth. We know you've had a long day, and you deserve a break. So, bring the crew to one of the Fuzzy's Taco Shop locations in Norman, Oklahoma City, or Stillwater. Welcome to your new addiction. Eat me.
You're going to find a whole lot to love right now during truck trading time at Joe Cooper Ford. You can trade your keys for the keys to a new truck. Then Joe will beat any other dealer's best deal by $500 guaranteed. Get more for your trade-in, lower your monthly payment, and make no payment for 90 days. Plus, we believe in service after the sale. When you bring your new Joe Cooper Ford in for service, you'll get a courtesy loaner car and a car wash. Who loves Oklahoma?
Come see us at Joe Cooper Ford.
Wow.
Well, that punt is
roll hard. There we go.
That punt actually went all the way to the end zone.
It's like 60-yard punt.
I'm not sure why we were so short with the wind there, but
took a big old Bridge Creek bounce. There were a few of them.
Turned out to be a good bounce for us, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll have it at the 20 instead of the
2.
1.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 Chargers. Young guys in again, but, we just took it right down the field with this group for a touchdown.
See if we left KJ in there.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I think it took him out.
yeah, Faulkner's in.
Yeah.
And Baker Burns back there.
Yeah, running back. Give it to him.
I bet he gets it.
There he goes. He's got it.
Oh, no, that's
that's
Jagger.
Yeah, he's got some speed, too. Get outside, Jagger. He's tough.
He earned that. Jagger earned that because on Monday nights, he's number 14, a starting receiver for this football team and a senior, but with our injuries and everything, we've needed some help. He's been playing center.
I heard that. That's
on JV.
Yeah, you're talking about a team player right there.
So he earned a carry there. Good for Jag.
Sure. He made the most of it, too.
Jag, good boy.
12-yard carry.
We'll have some fun with that tomorrow at school.
Yeah. Looks like he's run the ball before.
Yeah. Now this is going to be Hunter Boyer at tailback now, another good-looking 9th grader.
I like where our quarterback's letting that play clock run down, too. Oh, look at here.
Hey, Hunter's a load. He is a load.
You don't want to tackle him. Oh, my gosh. He's leaving bodies in his wake.
He would do the same thing in middle school. He didn't quite understand it yet.
Man.
He does now, but he would kill people.
I've never seen somebody so eager for the handoff.
Give me the rock.
He about got the snap right there. He was so excited. Man, he came with some enthusiasm. I don't know that anybody wants to step in front of him.
My man Dre James in there at left guard.
Yeah, give it to him again. Look at that. Wow, he runs hard.
Somebody's had some sense there and tackled him a little lower that time.
Yeah. Hunter Boyer, 5'10", 170. He looks every bit of that.
He's a tough kid.
Yeah.
Put together.
Yeah. Running hard.
Gonna be 2nd down and 4.
I'd like to see him grow a little bit too. Is he a freshman or sophomore? He's freshman?
Yeah. Yes. He's a freshman. So
yeah,
cupboard's not bare.
He's gonna be good. He's gonna be good.
So that is Baker Burns now back there at tailback.
There we go.
Must be his turn to get one.
He's got it going to the outside, showing some speed here. Look. Oh, let's see. Got him just below the face mask, I guess. Nice carry. Jack Newman's a good-looking athlete, 34.
Yeah, another freshman.
5'10".
No, Jack's a 10th grader.
Yeah,
that's right.
5'11". Yeah, good-looking. Playing wide out there.
Under 5 minutes to go.
Hunter with the carry again. Well, it takes a lot of Bobcats to get him down.
Ball carried by Boyer. Tackled by Price Burgess. It'll be 2nd down. Penny.
Tackled by a host of Bobcats, they used to say. A host. Good look at Hunter right there. Stay close. We're going to get you back in there.
Nick Keith on the carry.
Yep. Timing was off a little bit on that play for Nick.
Well, they're doing a good job.
Yeah.
No gain on the play.
They got the ball. They got the ball control offense going, Steve.
Yeah, 3rd and 8 for the Chargers. I don't know if they'll let young Liam throw it. I wouldn't imagine, but you never know. River back at the tailback spot now.
Chewing up that clock. Hunter's back there too.
Yeah, he's at fullback now.
There we go.
That may be his calling.
Yeah.
Catch it in the flat. And
little lead blocker here. We'll see.
Yeah, it's River.
There we go. Cut it up in there. Takes it to the outside.
Going to
They
score?
don't get him down. First down. Good run. Good tough run. If they don't get his jersey there, I think he's gone.
Yeah, please wind the clock there. So what do we got it on the 10?
10-yard line, I think.
Right on the 10? Is that where?
Ball on the 10. Yep. That's what the
Okay.
scoreboard says. If that's right. Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Just
Just
good
in
look
front
at
of
it. Hunter.
Untouched.
You know, and you
That's a
say,
good
well,
blocking.
gosh, why are we doing this? Well, you get to run plays with your ninth grader. They get to run plays.
That was a good block in there. In the
He
end
hits
zone
it
by-
hard, doesn't he?
Well, Ori Walker's good block in the end zone there. I don't know if the D-back was going to make that play, but it sure was a good block. Finished him off. Going to go for 2 again. Give it to Hunter again. Nope, quarterback
But
keeper.
Liam's
Quarterback
going to try
keeper.
to get it in there. And
Oh,
I
he
think,
does, it looks like.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
That'll make 59. So, another flag.
Flag after the play.
Unsportsmanlike, maybe? Personal foul. Nope. Oh. Well, it looked like he
Yeah, the try is good.
looked like he called the
Call that
personal
on.
foul on us.
I think so. That's a good bet. Liam Burton, good job punching that one in.
Yeah. That was a good tough run.
Mr. Rick, I'm going to let you bring it home. I'm going to cruise down to the field and
absolutely.
And for our player of the game, well, unless they, even if they'd happen to score in these last 2 minutes, we got to go with a defensive guy. I think I'm going to go with the leader out there at the Mike Backer spot, Hardy Bowers.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I don't know who had the most tackles tonight, but we know we called his name a bunch, and we call his name a lot every week. So senior Hardy Bowers will be our player of the game. You got to go on that side of the ball with a 0, right?
Yeah, get the pitching a shutout. You bet.
Rick,
yeah,
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too, Steve.
You bet, buddy. And we'll see you next week at home for, hey, Charger fans, by the way, we need everybody out next Friday night. Big game versus the Kingfisher Yellow Jackets at Pop Murray Field.
It's going to be great.
7 o'clock Friday. It's going to be nice and cool. That'll be a great night for some high school football.
They called that personal foul on Bobcats kicking off at midfield, looks like. Short kick in there, fielded by number 3. It's Kenyon Tollison, junior wide receiver, fields a short kick. 2:36, 2:35 left. Clock's going to run. Your number 1 ranked Chargers on top, 59-0. The Bridge Creek Bobcats. First down, Bridge Creek. Dominic Baez back in there at quarterback. Ashton Blewett, freshman running back, number 5. Another penalty call. There was a play off to Riley, or a handoff to Riley Sowers there, junior running back.
Offsides against the Chargers.
2:43 left. Good look at KJ right there. He played a really, really good game here in the 4th quarter where he gets some young players in from his middle linebacker spot. It's good to see these young guys get in and play. 1st and 10, Bridge Creek. Running left there. That was number 14, Riley Sowers again on the carry. Looks like we've got an injured player down.
And we have an injury timeout. Injury timeout on the field.
Looks like the injured player is number 16, looks like. Looks like it might be Jake Denny, but I'm not quite sure, but it looks like it is. Looks like he's going to be okay. Helping him to his feet right away.
Hey everyone, let's give him a big hand.
All right, buddy. Well, good job.
Got Jake off the field there. Not sure what extent of his injuries there.
Okay.
2:30 left. Chargers looking to stay undefeated on the year. Moved to 6-0, 4-0 in the district. As Coach Chard said, big game against the Yellow Jackets coming to town next Friday night at Pop Murray. So need to crowd the house out there next Friday night as rival Yellow Jackets come into town. Although it sounds like they're having a tough go of it over at Perkins tonight. I think they were down 21-7 at the half. .155 left, clock running. Snap to Baez. Looks like he was wanting to throw it there. Gets a lateral right there. Be an illegal forward pass on Bobcats.
Maybe intentional grounding against the Bobcats.
Penalty on the Bobcats there, moves them back.
We move the ball back to the 16-yard line. It'll be 4th down.
Brings up 4th down. Bridge Creek. Looks like they've got the punter back into the game. Waiting on the snap. Low snap, fields it. Pretty decent punt away with the wind. Going to get a hop, nice Bobcat bounce here. Going to come to rest, looks like at the Charger 45-yard line. Minute 19 left. So Heritage Hall offense going to come back on the field here and try to run out the clock on this one. Got out of hand here in the second half. 59-0 Chargers on top. But got a lot of playing time for a bunch of the younger kids, freshmen and sophomores. The Monday night crew comes out and puts a couple touchdowns on the Bobcats. So excited to see these guys come up. Got a lot of freshmen and sophomores out there doing a good job, some good ball players. Look forward to seeing them as they move up the ranks here, as the Chargers are losing some pretty good skill players at the end of this season. So it's good to see young guys coming up.
Chargers take a knee.
Victory formation there for Chargers. Take a knee. It's going to bring up 2nd down. Clock's running. 20 seconds on the play clock. 55 on the game clock. So it should be last snap of the ball game here for the Chargers.
Chargers take another knee.
There we go.
That's going to be the
To the last play of the ball game. Yeah. More time left on the play clock than there is on the game clock. So wind this one down.
Coming out tonight. Thank you for your support. For Cancer Night.
We're going to go to a commercial break, and we'll be right back with Steve Chard and our player of the game, Hardy Bowers. Chargers win at 59-0.
Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City is introducing the Year of Luxury, featuring the brand new 2020 GLS 450 SUV, offered for the first time with second-row captain's chairs and an infotainment system that listens when you speak. Consider it luxury, fit for the entire family. Uncover where the Year of Luxury will take you and drive a new Mercedes-Benz from Mercedes-Benz of Oklahoma City.
Stop by our showroom and experience the intelligence and style of a Mercedes-Benz.
All right, Rick Hansing back with you. We are awaiting the post-game interview with Hardy Bowers. Coach Chard going to get down and interview him. And see the Chargers there talking to Coach Brett. Have a little post-game prayer, and then he'll probably talking to him about a couple of things. First, congratulating them for the win there, you can tell, but then we'll be talking about some penalties. Talking about lots of flags on the field tonight, and but anyway, good job by the Chargers staying up. It's always hard to get up for a team that you're pretty sure that if you take care of business, pretty sure that you're going to get the W. So it's it's real hard to stay focused, real hard to work on what you need to work on, and you want to work on your packages of different plays, and you want to execute. Number one, you want to execute those, and get some good out of a game like this. And then it's really, really nice to get the young guys in. Like I said, we got the Monday night game JV guys in playing, and they, like we were talking about before, they practice just as hard as the starters do, and give them somebody to go against in practice, running scout team, and trying to simulate the other team's best players and their offenses and defenses. So great job by those guys during the week to get the varsity guys, get them prepared. So let's hit another commercial break while Coach is talking to him, and we'll be right back with our post-game interview.
When you walk into Fuzzy's Taco Shop, you'll know you're in the right place. With the best Baja-style menu in town, we'll have the whole family addicted.
Order up.
Nachos, tacos, burritos, it doesn't matter. It's like an explosion of flavor in your mouth. We know you've had a long day, and you deserve a break. So, bring the crew to one of the Fuzzy's Taco Shop locations in Norman, Oklahoma City, or Stillwater. Welcome to your new addiction. Eat.
You're going to find a whole lot to love right now during truck trading time at Joe Cooper Ford. You can trade your keys for the keys to a new truck. Then Joe will beat any other dealer's best deal by $500 guaranteed. Get more for your trade-in, lower your monthly payment, and make no payment for 90 days. Plus, we believe in service after the sale. When you bring your new Joe Cooper Ford in for service, you'll get a courtesy loaner car and a car wash. Who loves Oklahoma?
Come see us at Joe Cooper Ford.
We're changing healthcare.
Be good time,
and
maybe.
Our name. Now we are SSM Health St. Anthony. But who we are on the inside is still the same.
That had to hurt.
A community of saints in action who have always been a part of SSM Health, making healthcare more accessible when and where you need it. SSM Health St. Anthony.
I heard last week was a Waco.
Saints in action.
You guys were outside, right? might be perfect timing. Here he comes.
Come to the Charger Fort! Go Tigers!
Going to throw it right to Coach Chard, or to me. All right, Rick Hansing with you. We're going to throw it down to Coach Chard. He's got senior linebacker Hardy Bowers, defensive player of the game. Post-game interview with Coach Chard. We'll hit it, swing it right down to him.
With the Texadelphia player of the game, one of the leaders of our defense, Mike Backer, Hardy Bowers. Hardy, 59-0. You knew if I had anything to do with it, the player of the game was going to be defense, right?
Right.
What do you think tonight?
I thought it was really good by the defense. I mean, they had one first down, and then other than that, they had some stupid first downs based off penalties. And if we kept the penalties low, they wouldn't have even moved the ball tonight.
Right. Obviously, you know, this is the next step in our journey to what we always want to achieve here. Got a big game coming up with the Jackets. Always a big rivalry. Kingfisher coming to our place Friday. What's the next week look like for you guys?
You know, it's going to be a tough week. It always is. It's a little bit of a different game because they like to pass a little bit, so we got to get prepared for that. But overall, I think our defense needs to be a little more physical and just really get into those scripts and learn it all, and I think we'll shut them out.
Well, one thing about it, we know our coaches will have us in the right spot, ready to play. Sure. We know this is a big game, next step towards the district championship, and then on to the playoffs a few weeks later. Hardy, another great game. Great instincts as always. I don't know how many tackles, a lot. And we'll see you at 8:30, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Thanks, Hardy. That's our Texadelphia player of the game, Hardy Bowers. Again, the final score from Bridge Creek. Heritage Hall 59, Bridge Creek nothing. Thanks, Charger fans. We'll see you next week at Kingfisher. At home, actually.